bullpen and you don't have him because you burnt him the night before in a game he shouldn't have been in. Again, that's something that these new guys are going to have to learn, that this is how this league operates, and again, these are things that are going to help you win and be successful over a period of time. So, as far as the bullpen goes, again, we'll refer back to Wednesday. When you're not scoring in that 7th, 8th, 9th inning, well, there's only so many arms down there, and when you get to the point where you're down to your last guy, there's nobody that's going to help him if he starts to struggle. So, again, offensively, you gotta score runs when you can. When there's runners on base, when we get runners on, you got to move them into scoring position. We get a leadoff double, we can't leave him stand there. We got to move him over. And if our offensive game is what it is and doing what it's supposed to do, then our pitching will benefit from it.
Interesting for me how both sides of the game are completely different, but both sides of the game need each other. It's symbiotic in that respect. It's a symbiotic relationship in order to have success at this level in this game. All right, what do you see today? And obviously you want to salvage something out of this series with Fargo and at least have a 500 homestand.
Well, that'd be good, especially, we're on such a high coming off the road. And, you want to build some momentum going back on the road for sure. Like we've been saying for the last 10, 15 minutes, we have to do better offensively. We got to execute better at bats. We got to get the leadoff runner on. That level has to rise. We got to raise our concentration level, whoever's leading off the inning.
Ethan Opsel for them today.
Yeah, it's a guy that I don't think many of these guys are familiar with. We only saw him one time last year, and that was right at the end of the year, as he was a rookie that came late for them. Pitches a lot like Jake Labor, though. And when he did pitch that last series of the year last year, I actually stayed in the dugout and took some good notes on him instead of coaching first. So hopefully that'll come into play, and we'll have an idea what he's going to attack us with. And I think the key is going to be getting on him early and allowing Mark to go out there and get settled in on the mound.
Good points. Time for the fishing report on Keeping the Faith. That's brought to you by City Cats, not your average guiding service, Minn Kota Trolling Motors, Humminbird Fish Finders. I use both, and I shop, as does Tom, at Pro-Am Tackle over in Transcona. Best live bait in town. See Bobby and Brett. You and I had an opportunity to go on a pretty, extraordinary fishing trip. It was pretty neat. It was a fly-in, a little puddle jumper for about 30 minutes. You finally got the intestinal fortitude to get on one because you were invited to go to Aikens Lake many years ago and declined, and that's where Donnie Smith slipped in there for 3 years to go up and go on that fly-in fishing trip. But you had a great time last year, didn't you, in September? It came only a few days after the championship, so, we could have taken you to some little pothole out by Neepawa, and if there was 2 minnows in there, you would have been happy.
Well, that's true. We were definitely on a high, you and I, weren't we? No, it was a great trip. The accommodations were outstanding. It was way more than I expected. I know for many years you had talked it up and told me how great it was, but until you saw it with my own eyes, it just was unbelievable. The staff is so friendly. Pitt and Julie and Jerry and his wife and all the guides that were there, Kick, and they were just. It was just an outstanding trip, and the food was excellent. They've overfed us. I couldn't believe how much food they gave us. And of course, the shore lunches are outstanding, and the fishing was phenomenal. They put us on the fish every day. I know you got a personal best with Big Northern, and you were dead set. You've said for sure this was going to be the trip where you were going to get him, and sure enough, you did. So
stick to the plan.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. And again, a lot of that credit goes to the guides who they put you right on them. So it's a great trip. I'm definitely looking forward to going with you again this fall, and who knows? Maybe hopefully we'll be able to celebrate another championship. But for people that haven't gone and do get the chance to go, you just can't pass that up.
It's a wonderful resource we have here in this province, isn't it?
It is. The natural lakes that are up in the White Shell and just the natural resources that are available to us that are lucky enough to live here, and you put all the fishing and all that great, the wildlife and the moose that you see up there and things like that. You put all that aside. But the generosity of the people that work there and the hospitality is just unmatched.
That's your fishing report, and I concur with everything that Tom just said. Aikens Lake is a great place, and they have been very good partners of the Winnipeg Goldeyes for at least a decade now. That's it for the Fishing Report and Keeping the Faith. Fishing Report brought to you by City Cats, Not Your Average Guiding Service, Minn Kota Trolling Motors, Humminbird Fish Finders, and Pro-Am Tackle, best live bait in town. See Bobby and Brett in Transcona. Go get them today.
Thanks, Paul.
Well, maybe the Goldeyes today can angle for a victory. The Fish and try to fish one out from the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks here this afternoon and avoid being swept in this 3-game series, and at the same time finish up this homestand with a 3-3 record. We welcome you to the Winnipeg Insurance pregame show right of the ballpark, brought to you by Winnipeg Insurance, proud sponsors of the Goldeyes, helping you protect the things you love. Visit us on the web at WinnipegInsuranceBrokers.com or call us at 889-2870. The Goldeyes come in at 10-5. They've lost 3 in a row, looking also to avoid their first 4-game slide of the season. Fargo is at 7-9. The Goldeyes are still 3.5 up on the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks for first in the division, and they do have a 1-game lead on St. Paul in the division, that being the North as well. We'll take a timeout. When we come back on the rubber, we'll look at the pitching matchup. That's next on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes make dreams come true by providing live baseball experiences to charities, nonprofit groups, and inner-city programs. Now, with the Goldeyes Community Zone, you can make even more memories. For group tickets, contact the Goldeyes at 982-BASE. These extra seats are only possible through generous donations from the Community Zone partners. So from the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Community Zone recipients, thank you. John Henry Creations, Investors Group, CarStar Automotive, and Manitoba Lotteries Corporation.
Here's the pitch, and it's a grand slam! Here they come. Cans, juice boxes, glass and plastic bottles into the bin.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes and Recycle Everywhere want you to swing for the fences and recycle all your empty beverage containers. They're full of potential and have thousands of uses beyond the landfill. Step up to the plate and pitch your drink containers into a recycling bin. Whether you're at home, work, school, or the ballpark, remember to recycle everywhere.
Greenwood Inn and Suites. They come by their name honestly. Greenwood is one of the few Winnipeg airport hotels awarded a 4-key eco rating. Their strong commitment to our environment extends to creating the most comfortable home away from home for their guests. Special group room rates, 8,000 square feet of meeting space, on-site pool, hot tub, steam room, restaurant, and lounge, plus complimentary airport shuttle service, parking, and more. Bring your special events home to the Greenwood Inn and Suites. GreenwoodWinnipeg.com.
Team's playing great.
Yeah, we're up by 2.
Big deal. I've got a 7,000-point lead.
What?
You haven't heard? I've had a fantastic season at Husky Stations this year. It's free to join, and it's easy. All you have to do is swipe, earn, and redeem to get great My Husky rewards like free gas and car washes.
My Husky Rewards. Visit your local Husky to get a card and start earning today. For more information, visit myhuskyrewards.ca.
I've still got a 6,999-point lead on them.
You're listening to the pregame show with Paul Edmonds on your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Goldeyes and RedHawks here this afternoon from downtown Winnipeg. It will be a nice day if you're in the sun. It's still a little chilly, I would think, for this time of year. But it will get hot, and sooner than later we'll be complaining about the heat here in southern Manitoba. We welcome you right across the network, and it's the Winnipeg Insurance pregame show right of the ballpark, brought to you by Winnipeg Insurance, 2 locations, West Winnipeg, South Winnipeg, 889-2870 or WinnipegInsuranceBrokers.com. Game 16 of the 100-game regular season schedule. So once it starts to go quick because it's every single day and you peel another day off the calendar or flip the calendar another day, if you will. Winnipeg at 10-5 coming in, Fargo at 7-9. Let's have a look at on the rubber and the pitching matchup today, brought to you by Cal Tire. 5 convenient locations in the capital region. We're more than just tires. Cal Tire, true service, and a great partner of the Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball Club as well. A couple of lefties today. Ethan Opsel will get the start for Fargo. And Ethan, 23 years old, from Twin Valley, Minnesota, in his second year with the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. He makes his second start of the year. His fifth appearance, no record, a 7.04 earned run average, 6 feet, 195 pounds. On the other side, a little bit more of a veteran. Mark Hardy will get the start for the Goldeyes, a left-hander from Campbell River, British Columbia. And Mark, 25 years old. He is 6'4", 195 pounds. He'll make his fourth start. He's looking for his fourth win like Matt Rush was in Game 1 yesterday as he's 3-0. Mark Hardy has the best ERA on the team and in the league at 1.37, 19 2/3 innings of work, 13 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 22 strikeouts right there in the top 5 in strikeouts as well, and the opposition batting 186 against Mark Hardy. Quick timeout. The morning line is next. We'll tell you about the standings of all the teams involved in the 13-team American Association, in particular the Goldeyes Saints, RedHawks, and Canaries in the north. We do that after these on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Now, more than ever, Metro Center gets you where you need to go. Winnipeg store for all things trailer now offers Air Miles Reward Miles and truck accessories. So, whenever you come to Metro Center for trailers, parts, hitches, and more, you can also earn Air Miles Reward Miles. Get where you need to go with over 4,000 square feet of trailer parts, truck accessories, online ordering, knowledgeable staff, and trailer service at your Winnipeg trailer store. Metro Center, 620 Nairn. Visit metrotrailers.ca.
From the diamond to the driveway, from weekend warrior to world-class pro, local athletes are choosing Manitoba pork for peak performance. Loaded with lean, high-quality protein and essential vitamins and minerals, pork is a powerhouse of nutrition for serious athletes. For a real competitive edge, choose Manitoba pork, fueling today's athletes. Learn more about pork for peak performance at manitobapork.com.
In business, every day is an opportunity to ask, where do you go from here? You didn't succeed by doing only one thing well. At MNP, we look at the entire business picture so you can get the most from every aspect of your operation. Strategies to optimize performance while mitigating risk, reducing costs, and streamlining process will help ensure your business is always operating at its full potential. MNP, wherever business takes you. Learn more at mnp.ca.
I'll take a nip. And don't you forget those grilled onions.
You know what I love? Breakfast all day. Bring on the Sal's Hearty Breakfast.
I love seeing what's new. Barbecue chicken nip. Yes, please.
Salisbury House, a Winnipeg tradition for more than 8 decades. From all-day breakfast, traditional dinners, and classic nips made with 100% Manitoba beef to salads, wraps, and more. And who could forget wafer pie and red velvet cake for dessert? It's all available all the time. Salisbury House, your food, your way.
Now back to the pregame show on your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. TSN 1290, TSN1290.ca. Here's Paul Edmonds.
Final segment of our pregame show right at the ballpark for Winnipeg Insurance. Let's quickly look at the standings here. We do that in a segment we call The Morning Line, brought to you by Assiniboia Downs. Exciting horse racing, gaming, dining. Do the Downs. Free admission, free parking every day. Go to asdowns.com for more information. This summer, Do the Downs. The Goldeyes playing game 16 here today. They are 10-5, leading the North by 1 game on St. Paul. St. Paul is 9-6. Fargo 3.5 back. They've won 2 in a row. The Goldeyes have lost 3 straight. Fargo at 7-9. With a victory today, Fargo would get within 1 game of 500. And Sioux Falls is 5.5 back of the front-running Goldeyes in the North at 5-11. Gary and Wichita lead the Central at 10-5, and Laredo leading the South by a record of 11-4 and 5.5 on Grand Prairie. Wichita and Gary in the Central lead by 2 games on Lincoln, 3 on Sioux City, and 4 in Kansas City. That's a pretty close division, is the Central. That's it. Enough talking. We'll play baseball when we come back as we pause for the anthems. When we do return, starting lineups, first pitch. Goldeyes baseball from downtown Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk.
Raj, everyone in my family has a separate wireless plan. Is there an easier, less expensive way?
Sure is. Switch your family to Rogers for the Save Together discount. You get a $5 discount for each wireless device on your account.
We'd save a bundle.
And to be closer as a family.
And save a bundle.
And save a bundle. Switch your whole family and save up to $25 a month with Rogers Save Together discount on select plans. Conditions apply.
Start saving today with Rogers on the network with province-wide coverage.
Nice and fresh.
Just the way I like it.
This is really good.
That hits the spot.
The spot to hear all that contentment? Our very own fishbowl. The reason? Robins. Smart coffee lovers count on the famous, always fresh taste of Robins coffee to add extra zest to every Goldeyes game. Team it with a Robins fresh baked treat, and you've got, well, a flavored doubleheader. Robins. Fast, fresh, and friendly.
If I said to you, you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Well, not if you got the body work done at Morey Auto Body, because beautiful body work is what they do best. They're not part of some giant chain, so they treat every customer like their only customer, and that means attention to detail like you wouldn't believe. Frame straightening, expert refinishing, even boat repairs, painting, and deckling. Morey Auto Body does it all and does it right. Really right. Right where you'd expect them to be, at 700 Morey. These guys hit it right out of the park.
Excuse me, it's my first day. Where's the copier?
It's not a copier, it's a Rico!
Okay.
Since Milne Office Systems tailored a Rico document management solution to our office, we've all been a little sensitive about our Rico.
The print quality's amazing.
The training from Milne was first class.
It's totally reliable, and we're saving money every month. So don't call it a copier.
It's a Rico!
Rico, the leading edge of business technology. Made easy by Milne Office Systems. Online at milneoffice.com.
Batter up, turn it up. This is Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball.
Oh, yeah!
On TSN 1290, tsn1290.ca.
Mark Hardy will get the start for the Goldeyes. The lefty will face a lineup that looks like this for Fargo. Starting lineups are brought to you by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, 1425 Ellis. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, live life comfortably. Zach Penpraise will lead it off. He's in short. The DH is Jose Garcia. He'll bat second for Fargo. Nick Jackson hits third. He's out in center. Tim Albert's out in left, batting cleanup. Keith Brackhold will be at first, and in fifth. Dionys Caesar will be at second. He'll bat sixth in the bottom three for the 7-9 Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks, and their field manager, Doug Simonek. Ronnie Borquin will bat seventh and play at third. He was excellent yesterday. Todd Jennings will catch and hit eighth, and Buddy Sosnowski out in left, and he will bat ninth. That lineup again: Penpraise, Garcia, Jackson, Alberts, Brackhold, Caesar, Borquin, Jennings, and Sosnowski. Glad to have you along today. Settle in for this one. In fact, last night, it was a total of 14 innings of baseball that went pretty quick. One game was just over 2 hours. The other was under 2 hours. And they can be real long nights. Those double headers, especially in minor league baseball where you don't have a break in between them like you do with the day-night double headers in Major League Baseball. As Zach Penpraise will step in from the right side, 3 for 7 on the evening last night with a couple of RBI and 2 walks. First pitch is a fastball. It's on the outside edge for a strike, and we're underway today at 1:34. 34 minutes after 1 o'clock, and it's strike one to Zach Penpraise. And the 0-1 from Hardy. Breaking ball bounced out towards short. 3-hopper, up with it, Sampson. Fields it in behind second and throws to first to get Penpraise. And there's one down on 2 pitches. The opening pitch today is brought to you by the Greenwood Inn and Suites. Make the Greenwood Inn and Suites your home base for all your accommodation, dining, and meeting needs in Winnipeg. Call toll-free today, 888-233-6730. Here's Jose Garcia as we're underway at 1:34 today. 1 minute early. Garcia, the DH, open stance from the right side. First pitch is in there for a strike. He was 1 for 7 in the 14 innings yesterday. Drove in a run, walked twice. The 0-1. Fastball swung on and lined into the seats and caught by a fan in the first row. Oh, how you doing? Nice grab. Our home plate umpire today is Brian Krebs. He calls the balls and strikes. Joe Stegner is at first, and Steve Linton is at third base. 0-2, breaking ball, cold third strike on the outside corner. And Garcia will go down looking. First strikeout of the afternoon for Mark Hardy. And that first strikeout for Hardy brought to you by Manitoba Hydro. Manitoba Hydro reminds you to be safe around electricity. Folks, one strike, and you're out. Here's Nick Jackson. 2 away in the inning. Again, Krebs, our home plate umpire. Stegner at first, and Linton is at third. We've had these gentlemen for all 6 games now. First pitch to Jackson. Fastball right down the chute for a strike. Defensively for Winnipeg, Luis Allen. The other half of the battery, Casey Harther at first, Nick Miles at second, Nate Sampson at short, Amos Ramon at third, then Leonard Davis, Phelan Lentini, Josh Mazzola left to right in the field. The 0-1 swung on and fouled back quickly, 0-2 to Jackson. So Allen catching, Harther at first, Lyles at second, Sampson at short, Ramon back in his familiar third, and then Davis, Lentini, Mazzola left to right in the outfield. 0-2 to Nick Jackson, lefty-lefty here. And the pitch from Hardy. Breaking ball, little excuse me swing, popped up at first, caught by Harther, and that's it for Fargo in the top of the first inning. They go in order, zeros across the board. They come away empty. The Goldeyes are coming to bat when we return to the Goldeyes Radio Network.
If your business, big or small, has excess waste and recycling piling up, let BFI Canada make your trash our business. Our customized pickup schedules make it easy. With commercial and industrial collection services, BFI Canada can help any business get organized. Want to make your business feel like new? Then call up the Blue. Visit BFICanada.com to schedule your pickup date today. BFI Canada, a cleaner community, a greener environment.
It's summer. The perfect time to kick back and relax with friends and family. This summer, make it easy on yourself with catering by Chicken Delight. From a feast for a few to feeding your whole crew, Chicken Delight will put a smile on everyone's face with their famous chicken, fabulous pizza, ribs that rock, and more. Pick it up or have it delivered. Give us a call or send us your catering order at chickendelight.com.
So don't cook tonight. Tonight, all right. Call Chicken Delight.
Hey, Matt, I gotta tell you, my wife thanks you every morning when she wakes up.
I told her she'd like that new front door.
Oh, absolutely. And I like this, too. I just heard that Duraco is giving away 8-foot-tall patio heaters.
We are, Bo.
Yeah, and it's the nice glass tube ones.
Yeah, with the big flames.
Ooh, I like that. I'm going to call Nick. I still have a few windows and my back door to replace.
Well, now's the time. And make sure you get Duraco Sunstop glass. You'll save big on air conditioning this summer.
Duraco windows, built in Winnipeg for Winnipeg weather. Find out more at Duraco.ca.
Bottom of the first inning. Sunny skies here in downtown Winnipeg. We welcome you back. Goldeyes are wearing those Blue Jays tops. And representing Myrtle Blue Jays, a team that went into the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame last night. And this is the second annual Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame game today. So the Goldeyes in a Blue Jay top and white pant. And Fargo is in a black top and gray pant with red pinstriping. Here's Ethan Opsel, and the left-hander is going to face Lentini, Lyles, and Davis. And the first pitch to Phelan Lentini is outside ball 1. After that, it's Mazzola, Harther, and Skoma, the DH, and then Allen, Sampson, and Ramon. The 1-0 is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Phelan 0 for 7 yesterday with an RBI on the fielder's choice. The 2-0 is on the outside edge for a strike. He's hitting .250 on the year, and his on-base percentage is .270. So those numbers are not Phelan-like. The 2-1 is swung on and missed in an off-speed pitch, and it's 2-2. He does have a couple of home runs, and he's driven in 5. But his job to get on base and set the table, 2-2. Swung on, wide, off the glove of Penbrace at short, who tried to time it with a leap. And Lentini, just like that, will get aboard. So Penbrace tried to time it with a leap, and it went off the end of his glove and into center field. So Phelan Lentini will have his first hit of the series. And here's Nick Lyles. He'll stand in from the right side. Defensively for Fargo, Todd Jennings, the other half of the battery. Keith Brackhold is at first. Dionis Caesar at second. First pitch is outside, ball one. Zach Penbrace at short. Ronnie Borquin at third base. Buddy Sosnowski, Nick Jackson, Tim Alberts left to right in the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch is on the inside edge for a strike. It's 1-1. So Jennings catching. He caught all 14 innings yesterday, just like Luis Allen did. Brackhold at first, Caesar at second, Penbrace at short, Borquin at third. And a throw over to first base, and hopping back in sideways is Lentini. Safely. Sosnowski, Jackson, Alberts left to right in the outfield. Lentini 1 for 2 on the base paths. No score. We're in the bottom of the first inning. 1-1 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Nick Lyles 1 for 6 yesterday, a couple of strikeouts. He's hitting .222. 1-2 is the count. Pitch swung on, and that is hit down the first base line, foul. Nick Lyles is 3 for 18 on the homestand. That's a 167 batting average here at home so far. And Opsel will come set. And a throw goes over to first, and Lentini back in time. Tomorrow, by the way, back on the air on our flagship station, TSN 1290, at 6:30 from Sioux Falls. The pitch swung on, bouncer out toward third, charged there by Borquin. Running pickup and a throw to first is in time to get Lyles, but he moves Lentini up into scoring position. So 1 away and a runner at second. And Leonard Davis, the batter. Justin Garcia will get the start tomorrow from the Bird Cage in Sioux Falls, where the Goldeyes will take on the Canaries. Garcia 2-0 with a 4.86 ERA. And the starter for Sioux Falls is TBA. Here's Leonard Davis, 1 for 6 on the evening last night, left-handed batter. And 5 for 20 on the homestand. First pitch, breaking ball is high, ball one. Here in Winnipeg, it is sunny, 13 degrees Celsius, 56 Fahrenheit. It will get warmer today. As we get further into the afternoon, the 1-0 is high, 2-0. Humidity 36%, and the wind is out of the north-northeast at 17. 2 balls and no strikes. And the pitch is on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Leonard Davis hitting .314 on the season. Pitch. Breaking ball swung on, bounced right side to his right, a right-handed pickup, and a backhanded version of it as well by Caesar. And he'll make the pick and throw to first base to get Davis. And there's 2 away as Lentini gets over to third base, and Josh Mazzola the batter now. And Mazzola will stand in. He had a good night last night. He was 2 for 5 with a home run. And he's 8 for 17 on the homestand, riding an 11-game hitting streak. First pitch is inside, ball one. 8 for 17 on the homestand is .471. Goldeyes are looking for a base hit right here to score Lentini. 2 out, runner at third, 1-0. Inside, that will do it as it gets off the catcher Jennings, back to the backstop. And in to score easily on the wild pitch is Phelan Lentini. 1-0 Winnipeg. When you talk to managers, sometimes they'll tell you it's important to get that runner to third from second. The 2-0 swung on and fouled back to Mazzola because of situations that unfold like that. Pass ball, wild pitch. And the runner advances easily from third base where you wouldn't score from second on that. The 2-1 is just outside. 3-1. Josh Mazzola leading the team in homers with 3. He has 6 runs batted in. 3-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2 as he got fooled on that. Back to the weather again, 13 or 56. And the wind is out of the north-northeast at 17 from left to right. 3-2 pitch. Swung on. That is hit sharply out to short to his left. One hot pickup by Ben Brace. Stops, twirls, and fires to first to get Mazzola. And a real nice play made by the shortstop for Fargo. And Mazzola is put out for the final out here in the inning. For the Goldeyes, a run, a hit, nobody left. We'll go to the second. Winnipeg leads at 1-0 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Support your own. The Goldeyes and Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark, fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, and team-inspired Angry Fish Pilsner. All are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
Knowledge is power.
Get the power you need to succeed at CDI College.
With relevant, focused career training for business, healthcare,
art and design, legal, technology, and more.
Learn more.
Earn more.
Get more out of life with a career you love, not just a job.
Find your passion at cdicollege.ca.
CDI College. We change lives through education.
CDI.
I love it, and we will succeed.
Selkirk Chrysler's massive factory-authorized truck sale is on now. Find a huge selection of 2013 Ram pickups, quad cab, crew cab, regular cab, gas, diesel. We have them, and they're on sale. Savings up to $17,000 with super low financing, like the regular cab 4.7 liter with air conditioning, only $17,995 or just $109 bi-weekly. Only at Selkirk Chrysler's factory-authorized truck sale. Details at selkirkchrysler.com.
First pitch to final call. Catch every minute of Goldeyes action on TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
We go to inning number 2, and Tim Alberts to lead it off. First pitch. He is outside, ball 1. 1-0, Winnipeg leading Fargo here. Alberts, Brackhold, and Caesar. Heart of the order. The 1-0 is high. 2 balls and no strikes. Goldeyes a run on a hit on the Culligan in-game line score. And zeros across for Fargo. The 2-0 from Hardy. Breaking ball is low, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes. To Tim Alberts, who's 0 for 8 in the series. The pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. 0 for 8 with 3 strikeouts, and I guess they didn't call that a strike. It looked to me like Brian Krebs stepped back and pointed the finger out. And the Goldeyes over at their dugout are wondering, but I guess it's a 4-pitch walk. And Keith Brackhold, the batter. And Mark Hardy will walk his first of the afternoon, and now he'll step off. Brackhold 2 for 6 yesterday. Had a walk and scored a run. First pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. By the way, folks, drop into Home Run Sports at De La Seigneurie Boulevard and Bishop Grandin and enter to win in the Home Run Sports home run inning. Here's how it works. If a Goldeye player hits a home run in any inning, breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. And we pick your name that day. You'll receive an Easton prize package courtesy of Easton Sports, but you must hear your name on this program in order to know that you're a winner. And afterward, you must contact Home Run Sports within 30 days to claim your prize. Pitch is just outside, 1-2. And you can do that in person or by calling 204-255-7687. One home run from Game 2 yesterday was Josh Mazzola's third of the year. The pitch is down and away, 2-2 to Brackhold. And it made Nathan Sparks a winner. Nathan Sparks, you're a winner today on the Home Run Sports Home Run Inning. Nathan, you've got 30 days to contact Home Run Sports to claim your prize. Hardy comes set, 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and he got Brackhold on strikes. Strikeout number 2 for Mark Hardy, one down in the inning for Dionis Caesar. So Nathan Sparks, you're our winner on the Home Run Sports Home Run Inning. Contact Home Run Sports to claim your prize. And we do it every game. It's the Home Run Sports Home Run Inning, brought to you by Home Run Sports. Get ready for your game. And switch hitting Caesar will stand in from the right side against the lefty and Mark Hardy. We're on the top of 2, 1-0 Winnipeg. First pitch swung on and clubbed high and deep and foul down the left field line. Strike 1. Caesar 2 for 7 yesterday, hitting .278. And essentially just picked up by the RedHawks. This is game number 6. Pitch is swung on and bounced off the plate, foul first base side. And it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 to Dionis Caesar. And see if Hardy can put him away. Tim Albert's still over at first base. He's 1 for 1 on the base paths. The pitch. Breaking ball is outside, 1-2, after leading off this inning with a walk. Pleasant day here today after the monsoon for 20 hours. 20-plus hours. 1-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and Caesar got fooled on that. Tried to hold up. It was an awkward swing, and he went around and knew it. Third strikeout for Mark Hardy. And there's 2 away in the inning for Ronnie Borkwin.
The third baseman, number 25, Ronnie Borkwin.
And Borkwin was 4 for 6 yesterday with a home run. Scored twice. Hitting .315 for the RedHawks. Lefty here. And Hardy will come set. First pitch, runner on the move. Breaking ball low. Throw down to second is not in time. Stolen base for Tim Alberts. His second stolen base of the year. Good jump there from Tim Alberts off of Mark Hardy, the lefty. And the count, 1 ball, no strikes to Ronnie Borkwin. And Hardy looks in, gets the sign, will come set to his chest. The 1-0. Breaking ball is low, 2 balls and no strikes. 325 down the lines here, 400 in straightaway center, 375 in the alleys. Field is in excellent condition again. The 2-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And it's 2-1. After that rain, everything's green here in southern Manitoba. The 2-1. In there for a strike. Good slider. 2-2. Borkwin thought it might have been a little bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1-0 Winnipeg. We're in the top of 2. 2 out, 1 on for Fargo. Hardy will come set and the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and sent down the left field line into the seats. Foul. Still 2-2. Borkwin yesterday hit his second home run of the year. He's driven in 5. Spent a couple of years in St. Paul with the Saints. And now in Fargo. 2-2 is a little bit low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes to Ronnie Borquin. Left-handed swinging third baseman, the pitch. Flew away inside. He just walked him. So it's the second walk issued by Hardy. And there's 2 on now for Todd Jennings, a right-handed batter. And it's 2 walks in this inning. And Todd Jennings was 3 for 5 last night with a run scored. And Jennings hitting .367. And now he'll step out, and Hardy will step off. Hardy comes set. We're ready to go. First pitch is in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Todd Jennings in his 3rd year with the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. From Gold River, California. A veteran by status. 6 feet, 200 pounds. 0-1 is on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 0-2. And Todd Jennings, one of the older players with the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. 32 years old this year. Hardy comes set. The 0-2. Breaking ball is low. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Tim Albert's at second. Ronnie Borquin is at first base. The 1-2. Swung on, ground ball right side, rolled right up to Lyles, up with it, and Nick on to first. That's it for Fargo here in inning number 2. No runs, no hits, couple of walks, 2 left. And we'll go to the bottom of 2, Winnipeg leading this one 1-0. Trivia's up next when we return to downtown on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
The Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation supports children's charities in Manitoba. I'm Tony Fletcher, Foundation President, urging you to get involved with the Fillmore Riley Case for Kids program by pledging a dollar amount per Goldeyes strikeout. Or show your support by picking up a Goldeyes license plate from your local auto pack dealer. The foundation receives $30 from each one sold. Thanks to you, the Field of Dreams Foundation has donated more than $1.6 million to children's charities since 1995.
It's 4:30 a.m. The city is fast asleep, except for a few early risers, working behind the scenes, getting things ready for the day, picking up what's left behind. Johnson Waste Management. Doing our best to be the very best.
Hey, what's up? It's me, your manly pickup truck. We've had some fun times, you and me, huh? Hauling things, carrying things, trucking things. Okay, so they're the same thing, but that's what I'm here for. Am I right, my brother? Hoorah! Anyway, no big deal. But if you had a sec, I could really use a little me time with Mr. Lube. It's like a day spa. The kind of spa where you bench press things, manly things. Yeah.
Get top-to-bottom maintenance from Mr. Lube and take good care.
Bottom of 2, we welcome you back. My name is Paul Edmonds. Glad to have you along. Casey Harther to lead it off, followed by Ryan Scope of the DH and Luis Allen against lefty Ethan Opsel. First pitch is in there for a strike. Winnipeg leading at 1-0. The bottom of 2 is underway. Harther 2 for 6 yesterday with a double, the 0-1. Swung on, that's hit out to left field. And Sosnowski got a bit of a late jump, but now comes in and will make the catch. And there's one away. And Harther also homered yesterday, too. Here's Ryan Scope of the DH. Here in the bottom of 2, let's play trivia. And it's brought to you by the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. First pitch is in there for a strike. Contest is open to those that have yet to win this year. And the 0-2 is high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the reward, if you are our winner today, a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game. And the pitch. Swung on, and that is chopped out toward third, and it bounces on the line, and it's going to stay fair. As 3 RedHawks look at it and don't touch it, it stays fair. As it stopped rolling, third baseman Berkwin, the pitcher Opsel, and the catcher Jennings were all there. And Ryan Skoma has a swinging bunt. Infield single, and the Goldeyes have their second hit of the afternoon off Ethan Opsel. And here's Luis Allen. And Luis will step in from the right side. 5 for 10 on the homestand is Louis, hitting .360 on the year. Outfield fairly deep and straight away. Opsel comes set, and the throw goes over to first base, and Allen back in time. So again, the reward is a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game. And you'll also be eligible to win the grand prize of a weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season this year. Pitch swung on, and a chopper back up the middle. It's going to be picked up by Ben Brace. Steps on second for 1 and throws to 1 for 2. And Luis Allen hits into a 6-3 inning-ending double play. No runs, a hit, and nobody left. We'll go to the third, carry over the question till the third inning. We're through 1-0 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Ken Plain for Avalon. Do you have cracked basement walls, seepage problems, uneven floors, or sticking doors? Avalon is Western Canada's oldest and largest foundation repair company. Because Avalon repairs more basements than any other company, you shouldn't even think about having your basement repaired without talking to Avalon first. Call the people you can trust at 783-2500.
It's a quiet evening at the lake. You can hear the birds singing before bed. The gentle waves. It doesn't get any better than this. Unless
you add Archangel Fireworks to your night. Having a birthday? Amp it up with fireworks. Family reunion? Nothing says we missed you like a crackling peony exploding in the sky. Typical Wednesday? You guessed it. You need Archangel Fireworks. 104 Pembina Highway.
Introducing the new pizza burger from Boston Pizza. It's a burger wrapped in a pizza. Eat one for the cavemen who gnawed on woolly mammoth. For the knights who ate bread harder than a cannonball. For the peasants who only had gruel. For the Vikings, the cowboys, and even the Romans. They would have loved our new pizza burger. Eat one in their honor. Boston Pizza, here to make you happy. Available for a limited time.
Your fielder's choice for every minute of Winnipeg Goldeyes baseball. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
To the third we go. Buddy Sosnowski to lead it off for Fargo. Winnipeg leads this one 1-0. This one is scheduled for 9. Unlike last night, 2 7-inning games to make up that rain out from Friday night. Sosnowski, Penpraise, Garcia, 9-1-2. And Sosnowski will step in from the left side. And the first pitch from Mark Hardy is high, ball 1. Talking about trivia for the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Contest open to those that have yet to win this year. 1-0. Swung on. Q shot it off the end of the bat, foul, third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. And up for grabs, a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game and that weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season as the grand prize. Number to call, 204-780-1290. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And actually, that was the 1-1. So now it's 1-2 to Cisnowski, who was 2 for 7 with an RBI last night. And the 1-2. Swung on, lifted out toward left field, and Leonard Davis is there. And he'll make the catch on that, and there's one away. Zach Penpraise, the batter. The question today is this. Harmon Killebrew is considered to be one of the all-time greatest Minnesota Twins. However, for all of the extraordinary offense that he brought to the team over his career, he also had a propensity for striking out. Here's Penpraise. First pitch is in there for a strike. How many times in his career did he lead the Twins in strikeouts? Nothing in 1 to Zach Penpraise. Harmon Killebrew is considered to be one of the all-time greatest Minnesota Twins. However, for all the extraordinary offense that he brought to the franchise, pitches swung on and missed, it's nothing in 2. Over his career, he also had a propensity for striking out. How many times in his career did he lead the Twins in strikeouts? And the pitch in there for a called third strike, and Penpraise will go down looking. Strikeout number 4 for Mark Hardy, and there's 2 away here for Jose Garcia, the DH. And Garcia will stand in from the right-hand side. He's 0 for 1. He went down looking his first trip. And is 1 for 8 in the series. 1-0 Winnipeg in front. We're in the top of the third. If you think you know the answer on trivia, 204-780-1290. First pitch. Swung on, and that is lined into the glove of Casey Arthur. Going to his right, spearing it out of the air, and Jose Garcia and the RedHawks are done in order here in the third. Zeros across the board. We'll go to the bottom of 3. Winnipeg leading 1-0 to the Goldeyes Radio Network.
In the competitive world of aluminum fishing boats, the bar has been raised again. Introducing the new aluminum Kingfisher Revolution with exclusive pre-flex hull technology that delivers super strong construction, increased performance, and load handling without extra weight. It's the perfect combination for the weekend angler or fishing fanatic. Discover these revolutionary boats at kingfisherboats.com or give Girton Equipment a call at 1-800-619-0614. Kingfisher, fish the good times.
Hi, I'm Chris Walby. Simplicity Lawn Tractors are known for giving the best cut. Now your friends at Yetmans Limited would like to introduce you to the Simplicity Region EX lawn tractor. The Region EX is designed to bring you more performance, comfort, durability, and value. And best of all, because it's the Simplicity, you're getting the best cut. No one can beat it. So hurry and test drive the Simplicity Region EX today. For a Simplicity dealer near you, contact Yetmans Limited in Winnipeg. Hey, Simplicity, the way to a beautiful lawn.
Ah, nice day. Want a drink?
Yeah, pass me a Pepsi.
How you doing?
Whoa. Did you hear that? Open your Pepsi.
How you doing?
That was awesome.
Hit it out of the park this summer.
How you doing?
With the cool, refreshing taste of Pepsi. Pepsi. Live for now.
Nate Sampson will lead it off. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Sampson, Ramon, and then Lentini. Winnipeg leads it 1-0 here. As the kid announcer is back for this Sunday afternoon. It will be a decent day here today. Just not very hot. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Sampson showed bunt, pulled back. Nate batting 189. He is 1 for 17 on the homestand. The 1-0. He is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. 1 for 5 against Fargo. 1 for 17 on the homestand. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, chopper out towards short. Up with it, Penpraise on to first. 1 down, and now 1 for 18. The batter, Amos Ramon, is Ethan Opsel. Works into his third.
Third baseman, number 10, Amos Ramon.
And Ramon, 2 for 7 on the homestand. And Amos will stand in from the right side. First pitch. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. Amos a home run and 6 driven in. The pitch is outside, 1-1. No winner on trivia. How many times did Harmon Killebrew lead the Twins in strikeouts? Pitch is swung on and lined to right field for a base hit. And Amos has his team's third hit of the afternoon, a 1-out single here. And his first against Fargo, as he was 0 for 3 in Game 1 last night. Here's Phelan Lantini, who singled and scored the lone run in the game here so far. And Phelan got to first base on a base hit, second on a ground ball, third on a ground ball out, and then scored on a wild pitch. First pitch, breaking ball, swung on and missed for strike 1. Tampa Bay today in the American League on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard, leading Cleveland 5-3. That's in the 5th. 0-1. Breaking ball, bounce left side through the hole between short and third. Right along the ground, Lentini 2 for 2 today. Now the Goldeyes have 2 on with 1 down for Nick Lyles, who's 0 for 1 today and 3 for 19 on the homestand. And Detroit on a home run from Prince Fielder, his 11th, leads Baltimore 1-0 in the 5th. Ryan Doman has homered for Minnesota, his 6th, and helped them to a 3-0 lead over Seattle in the 3rd. First pitch is outside, ball 1. And Texas and Kansas City just underway, coming up at 2:35 today. Houston at Los Angeles to take on the Angels. Jordan Lyles, no relation to Nick. Different spelling, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. 2-1 for the Astros. C.J. Wilson, 4-3 for the Halos. 3:05 today. Chicago White Sox are in Oakland to take on the A's. Chris Sale, 5-2 for Chicago. Jared Parker, 3-6 for the Athletics. 7:05 tonight. Boston at the Yankees. 1-1. Swung on, lifted out toward left field. Right there is Buddy Sosnowski, and he will make the catch for the second out. And the batter is Leonard Davis. So 2 down in the bottom of this third, 1-0 Winnipeg. Clay Buchholz 7-0 for the Red Sox. And Hiroki Kuroda 6-3 for the Yankees. In that game tonight. Leonard Davis steps in. He's 0 for 1. 2 on, 2 out. Opsel comes set. First pitch. Breaking ball is down and away, and Leonard thought about it, didn't go around. Ball 1. National League and Interleague play today. New York Mets are leading Miami down in Florida. 6-4 for the Metropolitans over the Marlins. The 1-0. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. It's a ball and a strike. Lucas Duda, a home run, his 10th. Ike Davis, his 5th. Omar Quintadella, his 1st. 6-4 for the Mets over the Marlins. 1-1. Swung on, ground ball right side to his left. Caesar up with it and on to first. And the Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of 3. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. We'll go to the 4th. 1-0. The Goldeyes are in front. on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
I'm Larry McIntosh. Did you know that Peak of the Market vegetables are grown in Manitoba? Well, they are. 100% Manitoba grown with no exceptions. Peak of the Market's Manitoba family farms are all located within 100 miles of Winnipeg. Peak of the Market, always local and proud of it.
Very best from Manitoba, and it's Peak of the Market.
Impaired driving kills 30 people each year in Manitoba. Every drink affects your ability to drive safely. You might miss a stop sign or not see another vehicle. Maybe you don't notice the pedestrian crosswalk and you can't see the person walking right in front of you. If you plan to drink, plan ahead to get home safely. Don't drink and drive. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
When Winnipeggers' stuff exceeds their space, why do so many rely on Storageville?
It's so convenient.
With 2 prime locations, 830 Waverly and 123 Reinders at Stapon Road.
Access to your locker is really easy.
It's totally secure. Every unit is alarmed and video monitored every minute, every day.
My house should be so clean.
They even have a free cube van to stick your stuff in. Storageville, where Winnipeg stores. Learn more about their wow factors at storageville.ca.
Your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. This is TSN 1290, TSN1290.ca. Now back to Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the top of the 4th inning. 1-0 Winnipeg leading this one. We do have a winner on trivia. Winner of the answer coming up in the 7th. Thanks for playing along. And Mark Hardy works into his 4th. Nick Jackson, Tim Alberts, and Keith Brackhold due up for the RedHawks. We're trying to sweep this series. First pitch is in there for a strike. Good breaking ball from Hardy. Jackson is 0 for 1. He popped out to the first baseman. And Casey Harther. And the 0-1 is down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Cincinnati leading Pittsburgh today, 4-1. That's in the 5th inning in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pedro Alvarez's 11th home run to account for the Bucks' only run. Pitches inside 2-1. Philadelphia shutting out Milwaukee 7-0 at home. That's in the 5th. Dominic Brown is 16th homer for the Phillies. The 2-1 breaking ball in there for a strike on the inside corner. Atlanta leading Washington 3-2 in the 5th. Ramon Pena his 3rd. B.J. Upton his 5th. Both those home runs for the Braves. 2-2 is just inside 3 balls, 2 strikes. San Francisco leading St. Louis 2-0 in the 3rd. Cubs atop Arizona 1-0 in the 2nd. Coming up at 3:10 today, Dodgers at Colorado. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Jackson down on strikes. Got thrown a pitch that broke away and down. And that's a handful of strikeouts for Mark Hardy here this afternoon. And Tim Alberts, the batter. 9:05 tonight, Toronto at San Diego. Ramon Ortiz, 1-2 for the Blue Jays. Edinson Volquez, 4-5 for the Padres. And a long pause here before they get the first pitch, and now Hardy's going to step off, and Alberts will step out. Good news in Quebec. La Capitale de Quebec are leading St. Paul 4-1 in the 6th. First pitch swung on and fouled away right side by Alberts. Strike 1. Sioux Falls is in front of Wichita 5-2. That's in the 3rd. Coming up at 3:15, Kansas City at Laredo today. Lincoln at Sioux City at 6:05. Grand Prairie at Amarillo at 6:05. Gary at El Paso at 6:05. The 0-1. Fastball down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the Manitoba High School Provincials in Brandon, Manitoba. 1-1. On the outside edge for a strike. W.C. Miller, that's in Altona, defeated Dauphin 8-2. Steinbach over Vincent Massey 6-5. That's Vincent Massey Brandon. They're the hosts and the #1 seed. First loss of the year, 1-2. Swung on, lifted out toward right field. On the run, Mazzola. Is he going to get there? Yes, he does. Had to really kick it into another gear toward the line and in toward the corner as the wind carried it a little bit off the bat of Tim Alberts. But Mazzola gets there and makes the catch, and there's 2 down for Keith Brackhold. Again, Steinbach defeats Vincent Massey, the hosts. That's Vincent Massey out of Brandon. And for Vincent Massey, the number 1 seed at the high school provincial tournament, their first loss of the year. Carberry over Morden 7-2, and Portage beat Boulder Cartwright 8-5. First pitch is swung on, lifted high, out to right field by Brackhold. Drifting back, and with the wind, it is gone. A home run for Keith Brackhold. And that was wind-aided. As I think Mazzola thought that he had a chance to make the catch on that, and Brackhold sends it out and over the fence in right, and it's a 1-1 tie here. And Iona Caesar will step up and in from the right side. So a home run given up by Mark Hardy to tie this at 1, and Fargo has their first hit of the afternoon. And Caesar has struck out his first trip. A 2-out solo shot for Brackhold, his second homer of the year. And the wind is blowing pretty good from left to right. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Semifinals beginning at 1:30 today, so they're underway. W.C. Miller out of Altona against Steinbach, and Portage and Carberry. The final, and the 2 winners of those games will be at 4:30 today in Brandon. Pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Stanley Cup playoff tonight, 7 o'clock, Los Angeles and Chicago. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. And the Blackhawks lead that series 1-0. And you're all caught up with the Manitoba Blue Cross out of town scoreboard. Manitoba Blue Cross, the color of Kerry. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Doug Simonuk has taken umbrage with balls and strikes here and has started to bark from the dugout, and that's got the attention of Brian Krebs, the home plate umpire, who walked a couple of steps over to that first base dugout to chase Simonuk a little bit further and deeper into the dugout and argue his point back that he's not going to take barking about balls and strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Caesar. And the pitch. Breaking ball, hit out to left field, well stroked, but right there is Davis as he moves to his right, our left, and Leonard gets there in position to make the catch. And that is it for Fargo here in the 4th. But they tie the game on 1 ahead. It was a homer by Keith Brackhold. Nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of 4. 1-1 is the score on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Summer in Manitoba sizzles all over the place, from our great beaches to our great ballpark. And I just don't mean on the field. I mean on Goldeyes Grill, where they sizzle up some of the best hot dogs you've ever tasted. Diamond Dogs, the official hot dog of the Goldeyes. Custom made by Winkler Meats. Diamond Dogs are naturally smoked, gluten and allergen free, and made with quality ingredients that deliver full flavor every bite. Try them at the game or pick them up at your local grocer. Diamond Dogs from Winkler Meats. Product quality is our tradition.
In the world of PowerSmart, small changes add up. Did you know a water saver shower head could save you as much as 50 liters of hot water during one 10-minute shower? And that a leaky hot water faucet in your home could be wasting enough energy to heat more than 10,000 liters a year? That's 40,000 glasses of water. Install a water saver shower head and fix leaky faucets. The savings will really add up. For more energy-saving solutions from Manitoba Hydro, log on to manitobapowersmart.ca.
Cal Tire, the tire and wheel experts, with the best selection of tires and wheels in the industry, and all at prices that can't be beat. In fact, if you find a lower advertised price, even from Costco, take it in and Cal Tire will match it or even beat it. Spring is the time to pay attention to your vehicle, so take it to the most knowledgeable in the industry. It's time to talk to Cal at any of Cal Tire's 5 convenient Winnipeg locations.
You gotta roll with me.
Out of the 4th inning in a 1-1 tie. We welcome you back. Josh Mazzola to lead it off against Ethan Opsel today. And Mazzola, Harther, and Skoma due up against the left-hander for Fargo. First pitch. Breaking ball on the outside edge for a strike. And the 0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Goldeyes getting a run in the first and then giving up a run in the top half of this fourth. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen on that breaking ball. 1-2 to Mazzola. Goldeyes have a run on 4 hits on the Culligan in-game line score. Culligan water, better water, pure and simple. A run on 4 hits. Fargo, a run on 1 hit. The 1-2. Swung on, ground ball off the mound, right back up the middle for a base hit. Leadoff man is aboard for Winnipeg for the second time this afternoon, and here's Casey Harther. And Casey 0 for 1 today, flew out to left field. He's 2 for 7 in the series. And Harther stands in from the right side. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Harther hitting .308, 2 homers and 5 driven in. And a throw over to first base, and Mazzola back in time. Josh is 2 for 2 on the base paths. And the 0-1. Breaking ball is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. We've been impressed with Casey's glove so far through 15 games. The pitch swung on and missed a little late on that one. And here in game 16 today as well, made a nice line drive catch over at first. And that ended the 3rd inning. 1-2, the pitch swung on and fouled away. And that will get out of play right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Back on the air tomorrow, 6:30 with the pregame from Sioux Falls, 7:05 first pitch. And then right across the network on Tuesday, same time, 6:30 and 7:05 first pitch. Tomorrow, exclusively on TSN 1290. And then Tuesday, back across the CJ network. 1-2. Swung on, that's hit out to left field. On the run goes Buddy Sosnowski, and he will get there. That hung up in the wind. And he ran underneath it. He had a long way to go, did Sosnowski. And he'll throw to first base, and they will double off Josh Mazzola as well. So the Goldeyes have not had much luck, haven't made their own, and that was just a base running mistake. And Mazzola gets doubled off over at first base on a nice play by Buddy Sosnowski in this 1-1 tie. And then it goes 7-3. 2 down here for Ryan Skoma. First pitch is in there for a strike. And the 0-1. Breaking ball down and away. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch outside, 2-1 to Skoma. How do you folks on CJ 107.5 in Gimli, CJ 97.1 in Neepawa, CJ 104.5 in Swan River. The 2-1 swung on and fouled back. Up and back down it goes. Into the seats for a souvenir. Skoma infield single today. Goldeyes getting a fly ball out and getting a base runner caught over at first. And a double play for Fargo. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Skoma down on strikes. And that is that for Winnipeg here in the bottom of the 4th. No runs, a hit, and nobody left. We'll go to the 5th, tied at 1 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Ever try sucking an orange through a straw? How about 5?
Oh, come on!
It can difference at Jugo Juice. Our fresh fruit smoothies knock it out of the park with over 5 servings of fruit jammed into every 24-ounce cup. This season, make it a mini combo with a zesty Southwest chicken wrap. Get healthy on the go with Jugo Juice. Find us at Shaw Park and online at jugojuice.com.
Online, he's Dragon Dude 987. Hey, but here he's just Paul, working in the camera section at a department store. He knows everything about World of Whatever craft, but ask him about cameras and...
I don't know, did you Google it?
Why buy a camera from Paul when you can buy from Don's? At Don's Photo, you'll find a better camera at a better price. Plus, answers to all your camera questions. Minus this guy.
I've got a virtual life, you know.
Visit donsphoto.com or one of their 3 Winnipeg stores and let's talk photography.
Impaired driving kills 30 people each year in Manitoba. Every drink affects your ability to drive safely. You might miss a stop sign or not see another vehicle. Maybe you don't notice the pedestrian crosswalk and you can't see the person walking right in front of you. If you plan to drink, plan ahead to get home safely. Don't drink and drive. A message from Manitoba Public Insurance.
Your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca. Now back to the action with Paul Edmonds.
We go to the 5th. In a 1-1 tie. Glad to have you along today. Ronnie Borkwin, Todd Jennings, and Buddy Sosnowski, 7, 8, and 9, to up here for the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. They tied the game on a home run by Keith Brackold. Their only hit of the game off of Mark Hardy so far, last inning. And we'll see what they do here. If you're at the ballpark and you don't know and you're tuning into us and you're wondering why the Goldeyes are wearing a Blue Jay top, we're going to explain. First pitch to Ronnie Borkwin. Showed bunt and tried to lay one down third base side. Foul. And Hammered Hank Lemoyne is here to do that. You think you can... articulate enough as to why we're doing this? Welcome, my friend, by the way. Let's see, you're, part-time umpire, fan, involved in the Hall of Fame. The 0-1 is a little bit low, 1 ball, 1 strike. For those that don't know, you were umpiring some of the preseason games because you do that as, I wouldn't say it's really about a little bit of extra money for you anymore. It's more about just the love of the game from that standpoint, isn't it?
That's exactly what it is, Paul. I just love it. Anytime that Andrew and you guys need me, just give me a holler and I'll get out there.
2 balls and 1 strike. Well, they do say you get what you pay for, right, Hank?
Then it was money well spent, Paul.
Yeah, the pitch is swung on and fouled away left side, and is it going to get out of play? It does, as Amos Ramon runs out of room, and it's 2-2. But no, I mean, you also still do it from a minor baseball standpoint, don't you?
Everything from Mosquito Way kids, where the parents pitch the balls right up to the pros.
Yeah. And again, I mean, and I'm not being flippant here. You just enjoy it that much, and yeah, there's a little bit of a freelance money that comes to put into your jeans for your gas, but it's really just all about, from that standpoint, still being involved in the game. 2-2, swung on, bounced to Hopper out toward first, fielded by Casey Arthur, and he will underhand it to the pitcher Hardy, who works into his 5th, and we have 1 down here in the top of 5. And you're also involved with the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yep.
And not only involved, but you're a member.
I'm a board of director member, that's correct.
Right.
For the last 3 years.
And Todd Jennings is the batter. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. I thought you were in the Hall of Fame, though.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
I was inducted as a player in 2010 as an individual, and then as a team player in 2002 with the Carmen Goldeyes.
Pitch is swung on and fouled away, and it's strike 2. So now you're involved as the board member. And what's your function on the board?
I work the banquet, and a lot of the guys on the executive get a little long in the tooth, so leaving it to the young guy here to get most of the stuff done. And I also got thrown work the game, of course, with the Hall of Famers coming here for this particular game, so I've got that under my portfolio too.
Okay. How was the night last night?
Excellent. We got 480 people. We got them all fed in 35 minutes. And we started at 5, finished at 10. I got home by midnight, and everything's cool.
Because the one thing I've heard is when it's a great night, but it can be a little long.
It can be long in the tooth, but the biggest thing about our dinner is the food. Believe it or not, it's fantastic the way that they prepare it over there, and it's all hot, and everybody seems to enjoy themselves.
1 ball, 2 strikes here to Todd Jennings. And the pitch from Hardy. Fastball swung on, hit to the gap in right center. That's going to get down and be some trouble here. Jennings rounds first, heads for second. Up with the ball is Lentini. His throw will be on a couple of hops back to second base, but it won't be in time. So they throw him a fastball on a 1-2 count, and Jennings goes the other way into the gap in right center. And that is hit number 2 for Fargo, and both for extra bases. And Buddy Sosnowski, the batter now, as he will step in from the left-hand side. And Sosnowski is 0 for 1. He flew out to left field. Well, what kind of food? Is it a buffet, or is it a hot sit-down, they deliver the plate to you, or?
No, it's actually everybody lines up in about 3 rows. You get chicken, you get peas, you get roast potatoes, you get chicken, and it's one of those basic dinners that is served up to you right there as you come up with your plate. So it's fantastic.
Pitch is outside, ball 1. A little bit of a fall supper feel to it then.
With the weather the way it was out there, yeah, you'd say it was like a fall supper, I'll tell you. We had more rain out, more than you can imagine, Paul. It was something else out there. Flood everywhere.
Pitch is low, 2 balls and no strikes. I know there's a baseball tournament for Mosquito AA going on in Altona today.
Yep.
And they were a little bit concerned about getting that up and running as of yesterday. They got some crews out there and felt that they could make it playable, and so far so good. So, and the weather's holding. The 2-0 is swung on and lifted out toward left center field. Leonard Davis is there. He'll make the catch, turn, and fire it back toward the infield. And there'll be 2 away back to the top of the order in Zach Penpraise against Mark Hardy. And Penpraise is 0 for 2 against Hardy today, and 3 for 9 in this series. So a great night last night. You know, one thing you always find every once in a while is some guys that get inducted, whether it's as individuals or as a team, they get a little emotional during their their acceptance speech. You noticed that too, right, Hank?
Well, I did myself.
Yeah.
It's hard to hold everything in when you start mentioning family and stuff like that. It gets a little goofy. And we had one guy yesterday, Mike Foster, that went a little long in the tooth. He went about 30 or 35 minutes, but he got really emotional. But it was something he had to do, so we let him go.
First pitch is outside with a breaking ball to Penpraise, and it's ball 1. Well, listen, I mean, you throw your heart and soul into the game as a youth, and you love the game, and you work your way up, and you've won championships. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Good fastball, and it's 1-1. With these guys, presumably, you don't get into the hole unless you're a decent player, or as a team, unless you won something. And then I think also there's a little reflection of how everybody's getting a little bit older, and your life flashes before your eyes. The big part of it from that period was baseball. Pitches inside 2-1. Is that fair?
Yep, absolutely. You know, I'm 58 years old, and I keep saying I keep getting younger as the years go by. As long as I can hang in with the young guys, they keep you young out there, and that's half the fun, too, is at this age, mess with the young guys.
2 balls and 1 strike to Penpraise. Hardy comes set the pitch. Fastball's low and inside. It got away from Allen, but he keeps it by his feet in that home plate cutout circle, and the count 3-1. Time called here now with a runner at second base. So this is the second year the Goldeyes have been able to do the, well, Hall of Fame game is what they're calling it. Last year was the Hamiota Red Sox jerseys, and today it's the Berto Blue Jays, corresponding with one of the teams that goes in every year.
That's correct.
3 balls and 1 strike. Zach Penpraise, and the pitch. Swung on and fouled away right side with 2 away. We do it again, this time a full count on the right-handed swinging shortstop. And did you have to twist arms to get guys to come from a pretty busy night last night to do this here today? Because you brought everybody, I think, or most that went in last night here today, didn't you?
Yeah, we had all the individual winners are here. Most of the teams are actually represented here today. We brought just side of 100 people. All total. Last year, I think we had about 40. This year, we upped it by about 60 people. So it went real well.
Zach Penpraise hits one left side, and Nate Sampson picked it up with a backhand and had nowhere to go. Runner broke for third in Jennings. It's an infield single for Penpraise, and there's runners on the corners here for Jose Garcia, who is 0 for 2. He struck out looking and then lined out to first base and Casey Harther. So the Goldeyes are in some trouble here as Fargo grabbing momentum, tying it up last inning, and now putting some pressure on Winnipeg with runners on the corners and 2 away. And Jose Garcia batting .241, no homers and 3 driven in. He is 1 for 9 in the series, but again, hit the ball hard his last trip against Mark Hardy. First pitch, breaking ball is low, ball 1. So this will be the kind of thing that you can imagine will not necessarily grab a life of its own, but will increase in popularity to do after the Saturday night in Morton. You come back to the city and you do this here on the Sunday afternoon in Winnipeg. And the pitch is actually a throw over to first base, and Penpray's back in time. 1 ball and no strikes.
It's really a great marriage, the Hall of Fame and the Hall of Fame game here with the Winnipeg Goldeyes. It's our second year. We really love coming here, and we hope that the relationship improves as the years go on.
Throw over to first, and Penpray's back in time. Zach is 7 for 8 on the base paths. And leading his team. 1 ball, no strikes to Garcia. Hardy will come set to his chest. 1-0. Breaking ball on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-1. Okay, do you want to go through some of the guys that went in? I don't have a list in front of me.
You know, Paul, neither do I. But there's Walter Hillhorst is one of the guys out there. Glenn Hunter, Mike Foster went in as an individual, and just to name a few out of the 8 guys there.
1-1 is inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Let me ask you this. Would you know most of these guys, or would you have played against or with most of these guys, Hank?
Probably played with all 3. And Ron Tace, for example, he was a little before me, but he also played with the Winnipeg Colonels here and has done just about everything that you could possibly imagine in our province back in the 60s and 70s.
The 2-1 is outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. You know, the one thing that I think I can ask you this question, I grew up and there wasn't professional baseball here, okay?
Yep.
Because I was born in 66. The last time we had pro baseball prior to the Goldeyes coming back was 70 and 71, I believe, and that was the Winnipeg Whips and Montreal's AAA farm team. 3-1 is down and away, ball 4, and now Nick Jackson will step up. And the bases are loaded as Mark Hardy has walked his 3rd, and Jamie Vermillier will come up and have a little chat as the pitching coach makes his way out to the mound. So my point is this. You know, the game was still very popular in the province despite not having or having a void of pro baseball where you could go and watch the game, take your son to the game, go to the game together as a family. But it still was very vibrant during the dark ages of no baseball here in terms of a professional team. I would imagine it's improved because of the Goldeyes and the ability to have a professional team in the capital region here. But just take us back to that area of the 70s and 80s when there wasn't any ball that guys like you or me could go and watch.
Yeah, there was no senior ball in the mid-70s. When I got out of junior in 1975, we started a senior league here in Winnipeg. In 1976, we had senior B baseball, and then in 1979 we went into the Red Wine Senior League and played against the MSBL, and that's when the baseball really started to be good. It was equivalent at playoff time to be a good AA long season caliber. That's how good those ball players were.
Mound meeting's over. First pitch to Jackson's a breaking ball in there for a strike. In a 1-1 tie, we're in the 5th. My guest is Hank Lemoyne from the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame. Bases are loaded and 2 away for Nick Jackson, who's 0 for 2 here this afternoon. And lefty. Hardy comes set, the 0-1. Breaking ball, half a swing. Did he go? And they will appeal. Or will they not? And Krebs will not ask for help. And now he asks, and there's Steve Linton to say no. Jackson did not go around. And now the Goldeyes are barking a little bit from their dugout as well, and off comes the mask for the second time of our home plate umpire, Brian Krebs.
Usually when the mask comes off at the umpire, somebody goes. It looks like he got away with that one.
Well, Fargo's bench got away with it earlier.
Yep, so we're all even on one piece.
1 ball, 1 strike to Nick Jackson. Well, a lot of people might not understand this, Hank, but baseball has been very vibrant in this community for a lot of years. 1-1.
Sure has.
Breaking ball down and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. And now you've got a whole new generation of kids that grow up where their first contact to professional baseball is right here at home. You don't have to go down to Minnesota or Toronto to see professional baseball.
Thank God the Goldeyes are back. It's
Two
great
balls
to see.
and one strike. And the pitch. Fastball on the outside edge for a strike, and Nick Jackson didn't like it. You almost get the feeling that things are unraveling here with our home plate umpire, and that it could get a little bit more intense than just Fargo-Winnipeg in downtown Winnipeg overall here, especially in this situation. 2-2 is the count. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Hardy comes set, 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball just missed inside, and it's 3-2. And Nick Jackson is 2 for 9 in this series, batting .197. I do have the inductees: Bev Fisher, Mike Foster, Walter Hillhorst, Brian Hodgson.
Yep.
3-2 pitch, swung on, chopper right side, foul.
Brian Hodgson was an umpire that did the Northern League for about 18 seasons.
Yes,
As
I know
one of
Brian
the-
very well. Glenn Hunter, Terry Curlin, Ron Taves, Bob Paradine, and Jack Callum goes in as a builder from Miami, Manitoba. And we all know Jack.
Jack was our former chairman of the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame. That's correct.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Nick Jackson. Bases are loaded in a 1-1 tie in the 5th. The pitch is low, ball 4, and it just walked in a run. And Mark Hardy walks in a run, and he has walked 4 in the afternoon, and Fargo leads it by a score of 2-1. And Jennings will come in to score. And Tim Alberts will be the batter. And Alberts has walked and flown out.
Paul, I just heard one of the fans say to the umpire, do you want to phone a friend on that last call?
Now, it's usually what happens here. Now what you want to make sure it doesn't happen, and a bouncer down the third base line, and it's foul, is that you let this inning get away from you. Instead of just 1, it becomes a lot more than that. Nothing and 1 here to Tim Alberts. And the pitch swung on and fouled back, and it's 0-2. Nothing and 2 to Tim Alberts. Now the Goldeyes would like to get out of this with only 1 run given up and trailing 2-1. Alberts has 13 RBI and 6 home runs. The pitch is a breaking ball, just missed outside, 1-2. The special consideration, the Oil Dome All-Stars from 1957. I got to think that's probably out in Westman.
Pretty well out
like
that
Verdon
way.
area?
Right out in the Verdon area in the northwest end, that's correct.
Okay. And the Oakland Braves, 1961. I didn't know there was an Oakland, Manitoba.
You know what, Paul? Neither did I. Apparently that's in or around a small area around the Brandon area, as I understand.
1-2 is inside, 2-2. Small community, Miami from 1956 to 61. And Boissevain, the Centennials from 91 to 96. And, of course, the Bertle Blue Jays from 99 to 2004. The Goldeyes are wearing those jerseys today.
They were a very powerful team back in their day.
Breaking ball bounced out towards short. Up with it, Sampson. He will feed it underhand to Lyles. And that will do it for Fargo here as they get Tim Alberts to hit into a fielder's choice. And they force Nick Jackson at second base. A run on 2 hits and 3 left for Fargo. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 2-1 in favor of the RedHawks on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Discover la francophonie in Manitoba.
L'Arbre-Crie, Île-des-Chênes, Sainte-Rose-du-Lac, Notre-Dame-de-Lourdes, Saint-Pierre-Joli, Saint-Boniface, and way much more.
In our friendly province, we are fortunate. French is everywhere and has lots to offer. Open your mind, add a French twist to your life, and enjoy the richness of another beautiful culture right here in Manitoba.
Venez voir, vous serez surpris. Surpris. Venez voir.
While there's no known cure for ALS, there is hope. The ALS Society of Manitoba supports families affected by ALS. Our Our client services coordinator works with your family to determine your needs, and the Brummett Feesby ALS House provides 24-hour care designed to specifically meet the needs of people living with ALS. Because hope is important in the lives of those affected by ALS. The ALS Society of Manitoba. We help our people every way we can. Visit alsmb.ca.
Going on vacation can be exciting.
Bon voyage, Winnipeg.
But when you're miles away from Winnipeg, the last thing you want to worry about is the security of your home. That's why Commissionaires Manitoba offers a house watch service. They'll do an interior and exterior patrol of your property, bring in your mail, remove snow from your car, even water your plants. Don't leave your house to chance. Leave it to the Commissionaires. Go to commissionaires.nb.ca.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Luis Allen, Nate Sampson, and Amos Ramon to face Ethan Opsel, 7, 8, and 9. My name is Paul Edmonds, and my guest is Hammerin' Hank Lemoyne from the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame. He's a member. It's down in Morden. Now, I should just let you do justice to this. The museum is fantastic down there, isn't it?
It is second to none. Of the 3 Baseball Hall of Fames in Canada, the one at St. Mary's, there's one in Saskatchewan and one here in Manitoba. If you go to all 3, you'll probably come to the realization that our Hall of Fame in Morden is the best of the bunch.
Have you been to all 3?
I have.
Here's Luis Allen to lead it off. 2-1 Fargo, bottom 5. And I'll ask you right after this pitch why. And the first pitch. Breaking ball missed outside. Ball 1. What makes a Hall of Fame better than other Hall of Fames?
Well, ours I like to think is it's well lit. If you want to say it's prettier, yeah, that's probably accurate. Some of them are kind of dungy. You walk in there, they're dark and everything, and you have to peer at things to see them. But we've got stuff from 1900 right through to the present day. We've got a uniform from 1889. We've got a baseball from 1908. Another one, I think, from 1912. And you just don't see that anywhere else but right here in Manitoba.
3-0 is in there for a strike to Luis Allen, and it's 3-1. And Luis 0 for 1 today. He's banged into a double play. And these are the 3-1 is in there for a strike. It's 3-2. I don't want to call them artifacts, but
they might be an artifact.
Yeah, these are. This isn't archaeology here. The 3-2.
We got one of them in the basement.
Back. But these are actually items from Manitoba players.
Yep.
The game in Manitoba.
Yes.
Right.
That's absolutely it.
And you weren't digging them out of some site in I don't know.
Even though the all the fossils and stuff like that are in the same building downstairs in Morden, right underneath the Hall of Fame is where you see those there too. So
the payoff swung on and bounced off the mound right back up the middle for a base hit, and El Cabong leads off the inning with a solid single through the box, and Nate Sampson will step up and in. Goldeyes trailing 2-1. No, I've been there. I've had a look. I've been to the Major League. I've been to Baseball's Hall of Fame.
Cooperstown, yeah.
Yeah, and you're right. There are some elements to going into some of the areas in the back rooms that are kind of dark and dungy, whereas the main entrance is kind of well lit. Yeah. So it has a little bit of both. I mean, that is obviously second to none overall.
Cooperstown is it's beautiful.
And a bunt pushed out toward third, picked up there by Brackhold. He'll throw to first, and they just get the runner, Sampson, at first base. So it will be a sacrifice that actually goes out to first base, and it goes 3-4. And there's one away as the Goldeyes play a little small ball here. And now Amos Ramon, the batter, with a runner at second base. So good play there. It was bang, bang. Nate Sampson flew down that line, and Brackhold had to make a throw to the second baseman in Caesar. And they just got Nate Sampson. Otherwise, you're talking about 2 on and nobody out for Amos, who's 1 for 1 here this afternoon. First pitch is high, ball 1. The dinner is down in Morden every year. It's good to have one location. And some would applaud the fact that it's not in Winnipeg. And I would be one of those. The 1-0 is inside, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yep, Morden is the actual perfect spot for it. Easily accessible by highway from just about anywhere in Manitoba. and it's a rocket place. It's a real nice place to go.
2 balls, no strikes. Amos Ramon. And the pitch. Swung on and filleted out toward right field. On the run goes Tim Alberts. Not going to get there. It's going to get by him and go all the way to the wall. In to score easily will be Allen. And stopping at second is Ramon. And we are tied at 2 on an RBI double by the Goldeyes third baseman. And Amos's second hit of the afternoon. And he filleted out to right, and it just carried in toward the corner. A fair ball and away from Tim Alberts. And Phelan Lantini, the batter. And a tie at 2 in the bottom of this 5th inning. And Lantini 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Opsal will come set, the left-hander. First pitch. Breaking ball, swung on, hit to center field. In comes Nick Jackson. He'll make the catch on that for the second out. And Nick Lyles will be the batter as Amos Ramon stays put at second. Well, baseball has always had, in this province, its roots outside of the perimeter highway. And look no further than Brandon today, where the high school championships are going on right now. I'm not sure how many teams are in Winnipeg from the high school level. I know there is one in Garden City. I know that Sanford has one. I think Stonewall does. But when you look, a lot of it is outside of the perimeter highway.
Yes, a ton of it is out there. As a matter of fact, the high school leagues were basically formed in the rural area. Donnie Smith is, of course, a former Winnipeg Goldeye, and he coaches a team out at Garden City, and he basically got that league started right here in town.
Ground ball right side by Nick Wiles. It's foul, and to count 1-1. Wiles is 0 for 2 here today. The Goldeyes have tied this at 2. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Nick Lyles, 3 for 20. So far on the homestand. Opsal will come set. 1-2. Breaking ball, swung on, popped up. Foul territory, first base side. Right there is Brackhold. He'll make the catch. And the Goldeyes are done here in the bottom of the 5th. But they answer the Fargo run with 1 themselves. They get a run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Hank, thanks very much for stopping by. Congratulations with all the great work that you and the board and the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame Committee do for guys that have played, people that have played, teams that have been involved. And maybe one year we'll see a few more Goldeyes and maybe a few administrators in there as well.
See what we can do about getting Andrew Collier in there.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks for the time.
Thanks very much, Hank. And good job on the umpiring, by the way, in the spring.
Thanks, man.
All right. Hank Lemoyne from the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame joining us here. We'll take a break. When we come back, we go to the 6th. Tied at 2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
She sang with poise and grace beyond her years.
And the fire continued to burn throughout the night.
Our 18-year championship drought is over, Winnipeg baseball fans.
With the best local, national, and international coverage, the Winnipeg Free Press is there for you. With an unrivaled art section and the best coverage in sports. Because you care about what's happening in our city. The Winnipeg Free Press. Call 204-697-7001 to subscribe today.
How has Sonova Credit Union found a way to kiss everyone who walks into our doors without being slapped with a harassment lawsuit? Well, we've got DOGs in our branches.
What's a DOG?
It's a Director of Greetings, and it's also a St. Bernard.
What, like Beethoven?
Yeah, like Beethoven.
So what else is Sonova good for?
How about no need for appointments ever?
Like ever?
Yes, ever. Bank brighter with Sonova Credit Union at one of our 11 branches throughout Manitoba.
What's for dinner?
Let's barbecue.
Turkey?
Granny's Poultry introduces their seasoned turkey breast roast. Perfect for the barbecue.
Sounds good.
Really good.
Designed for optimum juiciness, Granny's seasoned turkey breast roast is so tasty. And it's available at your neighborhood Safeway store. Granny's Poultry, your local poultry farmers cooperative. For simple and simply delicious recipes, visit grannys.ca. Granny's, good-natured.
Your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. This is TSN 1290, TSN1290.ca. Now back to Paul Edmonds.
Well, we go to the 6th inning. In a 2-2 tie, and Keith Brackhold will step in. First pitch from Mark Hardy is right down the chute for a strike. It's been all or nothing for Brackhold today. He struck out in the 2nd and homered in the 4th. 0-1. Swung on, fouled back on a jam job, and that will get into the sky suite and back down below. Nice catch. Oh, Ted Ash, how you doing? Nice grab. The 0-2 is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Brackhold, Caesar, and Borquin. 5, 6, 7 against Mark Hardy. There is activity in the Fargo bullpen down the right field line, a right-hander. The 1-2 pitch. Just missed a little bit low, 2-2. Tyler Hess is down there throwing. Brackhold hit his 2nd home run of the year. 2-2. Swung on and lined out to right field, but right at Mazzola. And Josh makes a couple steps to his left or right. He makes the grab on that. A liner to right. 2-1 down for Dionysus Caesar. And Caesar will step in from the right-hand side. Caesar struck out and flew out. And the first pitch is inside and low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Mark Hardy's throwing well. We're into the 6th inning. And we'll have a look at the Culligan in-game line score again. The 1-1 is outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Brought to you by Culligan Water. Better water, pure and simple. Culligan Water, locally owned and operated since 1956, serving Winnipeg's surrounding area. Contact them, drinkculligan.com. Fastball swung on, bounced out towards short, to his left. Sampson up with it, and on to first. A little high, but pulled down by Harther. That helps when you're 6'3", and there's 2 away. And Ronnie Bork with the batter. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. For the Goldeyes, 2 runs, 7 hits. For Fargo, 2 runs, 3 hits. And Ronnie Borquin, 2. Actually 4 for 7 in the series. First pitch, lefty-lefty, breaking ball, a little bit high, ball 1. Goldeyes back on the road for 7 after this afternoon, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. They will not depart till 5 in the morning for Sioux Falls tomorrow, though. So the players will have the rest of the evening off here in Winnipeg after this one is done. We're in the 6th, tied at 2. Hardy has struck out 5, walked 4. Pitch is just outside, 2-1. Now the 2-1 swung on, fouled back, and that goes right off the metal door. That's an access point for production out onto the field. 2-2. Ronnie Borquin. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball, bounced right side sharply. Left that curveball up in the zone, and Ronnie Borquin pounds it along the ground into right field for a 2-out single, and the batter is Todd Jennings. Now the Goldeyes will get a right-hander up in the bullpen. And it will be Chris Kissick. And here comes Jamie Vermillier out to have a little chat. And while he does that, we can tell you once again, Wendy's Restaurants and Baseball Manitoba have teamed up to form a great partnership this spring. The joint initiative provides an opportunity for all minor baseball players in the province to learn more about the game of the Goldeyes through a full-color baseball booklet that was distributed to all players following registration for minor baseball in the province. Plus, Wendy's has again provided each player with a free Frosty redeemable at any Wendy's location in Manitoba. The Goldeyes, Wendy's, and Baseball Manitoba, a guaranteed triple play. And now home plate umpire Brian Krebs goes out to break that up. We're tied at 2. And we're in inning number 6. And Jennings has grounded out, doubled and scored, and is 4 for 7 in the series. First pitch is swung on and lined right back up the middle for a base hit. And Todd Jennings is having a great start to the year. I don't know that I've ever seen Todd Jennings swing the bat this well in the 3 years with Fargo. And Buddy Sosnowski, the batter, he flew out to left field twice, so he's 0 for 2. But Borquin stops at second. Jennings is at first base, and Todd Jennings is 2 for 3 today. If Hardy does not get Buddy Sosnowski, it's likely that Zach Penpraise will face Chris Kissick. First pitch. Breaking ball down and away. Ball 1. Tomorrow, Justin Garcia 2-0 with a 4.86 earned run average. Against Sioux Falls Canaries, TBA, the 1-0. Swung on and fouled off of the hand of Luis Allen. And he felt that. And gets away from home plate, goes back toward the Goldeyes on deck circle, and is bent over in the grass. And here comes Shane Zadibiak, the athletic therapist, and they're going to look at Luis's hand here. And Rick Forney shaking his hand to make sure that he can put a little bit of squeeze on it. And now home plate umpire Brian Krebs goes over to see if everything's okay. His purpose is to make sure that either Allen can stay in the game, or if he has to come out, then a decision's made. Rick Forney's already satisfied. He's gone back to Forney's fourth there and hunkered back down. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Luis Allen's going to get an opportunity to throw the baseball back to Mark Hardy twice. And now Buddy Sosnowski will step back in, a 1-1 count on him. Sosnowski batting .241. Left fielder. 2 out, 2 on. Fargo has 5 hits. The Goldeyes have 7. We're tied at 2. 1-1. Swung on, fouled away, left side, way out of play. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 and 2 to Sosnowski. He was 2 for 9 in the series with an RBI. Ronnie Borquin at second. Todd Jennings is at first. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and fouled away left side again, down into the seats. And out of play. Good crowd here today. It will be over 5,000 for sure for a Sunday. It might be 5,500 here today. One ball, 2 strikes. And Mark Hardy will deliver the pitch, and it swung on and lifted out toward left center. Lentini drifting back, still going back, reaching up, turning his numbers, and hauling it in for the final out here in inning number 6. For Fargo, no runs, 2 hits, 2 left. A handshake for Mark Hardy. His day is done. We go to the bottom of the 6th, tied at 2 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Luxury, convenience, comfort. Have it all with Premier Executive Suites. For business travelers who are always on the move, Premier Executive Suites is your home away from home. You can relax in your comfortable living room, grab a midnight snack in your complete kitchen, and do that last-minute load of laundry with your handy in-suite washer and dryer. Book your extended stay in Winnipeg with Premier Executive Suites. Visit premiersuites.com to make your booking today. Take more of your life with you with Premier Executive Suites.
The Winnipeg Goldeyes make dreams come true by providing live baseball experiences to charities, nonprofit groups, and inner-city programs. Now, with the Goldeyes Community Zone, you can make even more memories. For group tickets, contact the Goldeyes at 982 Base. These extra seats are only possible through generous donations from the Community Zone partners. So from the Winnipeg Goldeyes and Community Zone recipients, thank you, CN, Princess Auto, Great West Life, Christie's Office Plus, and CDI College.
USC is coming to Winnipeg, and South Beach Casino and Resort wants you to be there. So how do you get in? Food Fight! Being an Ocean Club member always kicks butt. But now this free membership gets you even more. When you spend $20 or more in Mango's Restaurant or the Blue Dolphin Lounge, you'll get entered to win a pair of premium seats to UFC 161, June 15th at MTS Center. You've got 4 chances to win, June 6th, 7th, 13th, and 14th. Plus, there's bonus cash draws and more. Get in on the Food Fight at South Beach Casino and Resort.
No purchase necessary. See Ocean Club for details.
Fargo into the bullpen here as we go to the bottom of 6. In a 2-2 tie, Ethan Opsel is done. And Tyler. Tyler Hess is now the new pitcher. He was warming up in the bullpen. And Leonard Davis will lead it off to face Tyler Hess, a right-hander. We are tied at 2. It's Davis, Mazzola, Harther. First pitch. Fastball outside, ball 1. For Ethan Opsel today, who came in with no record, and that will stay the same. 5 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, both third. Pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. No walks, a strikeout, and a wild pitch. And this pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball right side. Off of first comes Brackhold. He'll pick that up and feed it to Hess. And the pitcher covering records the first out. And Davis is out number 1.
The Goldeyes right field, number 13, Josh.
There's Josh Mazzola, the batter. 1 for 2. He's bounced out to short and singled. Tyler Hess, a right-hander, was loosening a couple of times yesterday. And the first pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Hess 6'5", 250 from Alamo, California. The 0-1. Breaking ball is low and inside, 1-1. He'll be 25 years old in August. Josh Mazzola today extended a hitting streak to 12 straight. 1-1. Swung on, broken bat, looped right side along the ground, picked up by Caesar, and he'll shovel it to first base with the second baseman, and they get Mazzola for the second out. And the batter is Casey Arthur. While asking you shall receive, there are a total of 5,478 here today, so we're real close by saying 5,500. 5,478. Good crowd for a Sunday. First pitch to Arthur is in there for a strike. We're in the bottom of 6. Two outs in the inning. Arthur 0 for 2. The 0-1 is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Arthur 4 for 17 on the homestand, hitting .308 coming in. The 0-2 Breaking ball swung on. That's hit high. Pretty deep to left. Sosnowski at the warning track. At the wall. He leaps and looks up. Puckers up and kisses it goodbye. Casey Arthur going downtown into the wind. He'll make the turn at third and come on down on a 2-out solo shot. And Winnipeg's regain the lead at 3-2. Baby! And Ryan Skoma will be the batter. So, 2 outs and 2 strikes on the batter, and Arthur homers for the 3rd time this season. First pitch to Skoma is outside, ball 1. Skoma 1 for 2 today. And the 1-0 is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes to Ryan Skoma. Now the pitch. Swung on, that's hit out to right field, but right at Tim Alberts. He'll make the catch, and the inning comes to an end. But the Goldeyes will take it. They've scored in consecutive innings, and they've taken the lead again. They got a run on a hit on Casey Arthur's 3rd jack of the year. Nobody left. We go to the 7th, 3-2 Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Do you know where all your food comes from? Eating local is easy. At the Carver's Knife, all of the meat they sell comes from local Manitoba meat producers. Tender, aged beef, quality pork, and chicken. The Carver's Knife offers the finest meat products Manitoba has to offer. Because quality matters. It has to be the Carver's Knife. Supporting local farmers. 1530 Regent Avenue West and 39 Marion Street in the Dominion Center Mall.
It's Ken with a solution for loneliness out here in the field. I'll tell you what Ken would do. Ken would keep a 2-way radio in the cab. Prairie Mobile has the Kenwood 2-way radios that'll keep you in touch with the family and help if you ever need it. Tough, long-range, economical, and very sociable. Say more with 2-way radios from Kenwood. It's what Ken would do, and you should too.
After the sale, it's the service that counts. Prairie Mobile, your Kenwood authorized dealer.
Most days, you can predict what life's going to throw at you.
He's 2 for 2 at bat so far today.
But every once in a while...
Strike! Oh, he did not see that coming.
When life throws you a curveball, Ranger Insurance will protect what's important to you. Whether it's home, life, auto, or commercial, they have a plan that fits your needs. Ranger Insurance, putting relationships first. For the protection you deserve, visit rangerinsurance.ca.
And the hits just keep on coming on your home of the Winnipeg Goldeyes. TSN 1290, TSN1290.ca.
Mark Hardy is done for the afternoon. He'll leave as the pitcher of record on a winning side. And the Goldeyes reach into their bullpen and pull out Chris Kissick. We go to the 7th, Winnipeg in front 3-2. And it's Penpraise, Garcia, Jackson, top of the order here for Fargo in the 7th. First pitch is in there for a strike. Hardy, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts unofficially. Pitcher of record on a winning side, the 0-1. He is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he gives way to Chris Kissick. One Canadian to another, both British Columbians. And the pitch swung on and hit out toward third. And it rolled up onto Amos, and he just can't field the baseball. And I think it might have rolled up and got him in the side of the face. And that'll be an error charged on the third baseman, E5, on a ground ball off the bat of Zach Penpraise. And in a 1-run ball game, you know that Penpraise is going to be trying to run here. Now the Goldeyes make another error. They made 2 in Game 2 last night and 1 in Game 1. They made 2 on Wednesday in the loss to Laredo, 1 on Tuesday, And they were error-free on the opener on Monday night. First pitch on the run goes Penpraise. Throw down to second is not in time. Stolen base. There you go. For Zach Penpraise. Nobody out. The strike called on Garcia. And Fargo will try to take advantage of that error. And Jose Garcia 0 for 2 with a walk. Chris Kissick, a right-hander. He'll watch Penpraise, the 0-1, who's off on the pitch for third, and Penpraise will get there without a throw to third base. And Jose Garcia being asked to put the ball in play. Winnipeg will play the infield back. Will let the run score if the ball does get put into play on the infield. 3-2. The pitch is a bouncer in the dirt. It got away from Allen, and into scores Zach Penpraise, who essentially did that all alone, but the error factors in so quickly there, and we are tied at 3. And that'll be on a wild pitch. So the lead is no more here in the top of 7. And for Chris Kissick, his 8th appearance, no record, no ERA. Pitch is swung on, bounced out towards short. Up with it, Sampson on to first. 1 down. And that will be an unearned run, of course, that has come in to score. So at this point, Kissick will continue to have a 0 ERA. 7 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs. A walk, 11 strikeouts, opposition batting 0.87 against him. We'll have a look at the trivia answer here in the 7th at some point as well. Pass along the winner's name. First pitch to Jackson is low and inside, ball 1. We're tied at 3. Some updates on the Manitoba Blue Cross out-of-town scoreboard. Tampa Bay leading Cleveland 11-3 in the 8th. The 1-0 is on the outside edge for a strike. It's 1-1. Baltimore, Detroit tied at 2 in the 7th. Minnesota leading Seattle 7-0 in the 6th. Texas in the 2nd ahead of Kansas City 1-0. And Houston leading the Angels in Anaheim 1-0 in inning number 2 as well. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson. Kissick comes set, the pitch. Swung on and fouled to my left. Look out. And into the seats it goes. Sky Suite seats. National League, Miami leading the Mets 8-6 in the 8th. Cincinnati 4-2 leaders over Pittsburgh in the 8th. Atlanta doubling up on Washington 6-3 in the 7th. San Francisco 4-2 leaders over St. Louis in the 7th. 1-2 pitch to Jackson. Is a breaking ball that's low, 2-2. Arizona leading the Chicago Cubs 4-2 in the 5th. Philadelphia 7-5 leaders over Milwaukee in the 8th. And Quebec has indeed defeated St. Paul 6-3 today. Jeff Duda the win. Wes Romer the loss. Chris Cox the save. The pitch. Breaking ball swung on and lifted high out to left center. And Lentini is there along with Davis. And Leonard will make the call, the catch. And there's 2 away. And Tim Albert's the batter. And Sioux Falls leads Wichita 8-6 in the 6th inning. We're tied at 3. And we're in the top of the 7th inning. Tim Alberts is 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Alberts batting .242, 6 homers and 13 driven in. 1-0. Swung on, ground ball left side over by the Goldeyes dugout. 1-1. Albert's last year was in Amarillo. And that team is spread across the American Association now, the 1-1. Breaking ball down and away, 2-1. Not many returnees from last year's team in Amarillo. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kissick comes set, and the pitch. Fastball swung on, hit high, pretty deep out to right. Back goes Mazzola at the warning track, and it's gone. A home run for Tim Alberts, and it's 4-3 Fargo. As they've scored twice, a pair of unearned runs, and up into the jet stream. Alberts goes just like Brackholz, and they have the lead once again. And for Alberts, his 7th of the year, RBI number 14. Both runs this inning unearned.
Number 37, Keith Brackholz.
And Keith Brackholz, the batter, he'll step in. From the left side, the Goldeyes will have a large shift on. And in on almost the edge of the grass there is Nate Sampson at short, shading toward third, and they've moved third baseman Amos Ramon all the way over into right field between Nick Lyles and Casey Harther. Pitches low, ball 1, the 1-0. Swung on and fell back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Brackholz, a homer, a strikeout, and a line out to right. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, grounder out toward first, right along the line. Fielded by Arthur, and Casey will get in a foot race with Brackholz and beat him to the bag, and that is that here for Fargo in the 7th. They get 2 runs on 1 hit. A big, costly error for Winnipeg, and nobody left. After 6.5 stretch time in my hometown, we invite you wherever you are tonight to get up and do the same with us this afternoon. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Fargo leads at 4-3 on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Teamwork wins ball games, and it's made Safer Agencies an even stronger player in the insurance business. Recently, Safer Agencies teamed up with Canada's largest personal property insurance company, Intact Insurance. So now, when life throws you a curveball, they'll get you back in the game faster than ever. Are you over 50 with no claims for 3 years? Then you could score big league savings on home insurance, including no deductible on your first claim. Call Safer Agencies for details. 694-6787.
Now, I'm not afraid to take risks under the perfect ideal conditions, but when it comes to pizza, I'll stick with Santa Lucia Pizza. Why risk getting anything less than Santa Lucia, voted best pizza in Winnipeg by Uptown Magazine readers for 6 straight years, and winner of the Consumer Choice Award for best pizza restaurant for 7 years? I mean, after all, this is pizza we're talking about.
Don't risk ordinary pizza. Get Winnipeg's best at Santa Lucia Pizza. Dine in, take out, or home delivery.
You see, the best ingredients make the best pizza.
The Goldeyes Field of Dreams Foundation supports children's charities in Manitoba. I'm Tony Fletcher, Foundation President, urging you to get involved with the Fillmore Riley Case for Kids program by pledging a dollar amount per Goldeyes strikeout. Or show your support by picking up a Goldeyes license plate from your local auto pack dealer. The foundation receives $30 from each one sold. Thanks to you, the Field of Dreams Foundation has donated more than $1.6 million to children's charities since 1995.
First pitch to Luis Allen to get it started here is line into the seats, look out. Strike 1 to start the bottom of 7. Allen, Sampson, Ramon. Against Tyler Hess and a lefty and a righty warming up in the bullpen for Fargo. Joe Harris, the lefty, and Nathan Kilcrease, the right-hander. Fargo leads at 4-3. Bottom 7. We'll have a look at the answer and winner on trivia. As Tyler Hess is now the pitcher of record on a winning side so far, this reliever. And Luis Allen rubbing the handle of that bat. And he'll step up and in for the right side. Question on trivia today for the Place Louis Riel Suite Hotel in downtown Winnipeg. Place Louis Riel, specializing in spacious executive suites. The 0-1 inside, just about hit him. He jumped out of the way backwards of it, and it's a ball and a strike. Was this Harmon Killebrew considered to be one of the all-time greatest Minnesota Twins? However, for all the extraordinary offense he brought to the team, the 1-1 is inside 2-1. He also had a propensity for striking out. How many times in his career did he lead the Twins in strikeouts? The answer is 7. Congratulations today to Frank Fargo. 2-1 is low and inside 3-1 of Winnipeg, and Frank knew the answer. Will pick up a pair of Goldeye tickets to a future home game and is also eligible to win the grand prize of weekend stay at the Place Louis at the end of the season. 3-1 is in there for a strike, and it's 3-2. And Luis Allen 1 for 2 today. He's banged into a double play, singled and scored. Goldeyes in jeopardy of being swept here at home by Fargo. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Allen down on strikes. And Luis will venture off the field. Strikeout number 2 of the ball game for Fargo pitching. Tyler Hess picks up his first, and here's Nate Sampson, who was 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. Couple updates from that Manitoba Provincial semifinal baseball championship. First pitch swung on, and that is ripped down the left field line, but foul. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 is inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sampson is 1 for 18 on the homestand. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, that's hit sharply between short and third into left field for a 1-out single. Now the batter is Amos Ramon, who's 0 for 2 here this afternoon. Manitoba Provincial semifinals baseball. Here comes Doug Simonek, and that'll be it for, I'm sure, Tyler Hess. W.C. Miller out of Altona defeated Steinbach in one of the semifinals, 5-4. And Portage got by Carberry 11-1. So it's W.C. Miller out of Altona and Portage in the final at 4:30 this afternoon. And both teams went into the provincials through wild card qualifiers as they didn't win their respective zones. Congratulations to both those two teams, to everybody at the provincials. And good luck to W.C. Miller out of Altona and Portage this afternoon. All right, we'll take a 60-second timeout. On the call of the bullpen, Fargo reaches deeper into the bullpen. 1 out, 1 on, 4-3. RedHawks lead it on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
TSN 1290. We talk more Jets.
How much better would his stats be if he had better defensemen in front of him?
Yeah, I am Superman, and this is the time.
More NHL.
It hasn't translated into success year after year in those markets because the model, the
Can't
business
retain
model.
the players that got them the cups.
More Major League Baseball.
They want to protect the guy's arm so that he's a pitcher for them for the next 10 years.
Who's saying he's going to be there for 10 years?
Barry freaking Zito. Much maligned, left for dead, beaten down Barry Zito.
And more Bombers.
The structure of the coaching staff and management of the team should look significantly different next year.
They're going to add coaches.
Sports, and more sports.
As a fan, I'd never boo. I would boo maybe a lack of effort.
That's a lot of change. That's progress.
We're about all sports, all the time. All the time. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. 4-3 Fargo in front. 1 out, 1 on. Nathan Kilcrease will come in and be the third pitcher of the afternoon. For Fargo, we saw him yesterday. 1/3 of an inning, picked up a strikeout on 3 pitches on Casey Harther. And that's it for Tyler Hess. 1 1/3 innings today. 2 hits, a run. It's earned. No walks, 1 strikeout. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management. 4520909. Here's Amos Ramon. He is 2 for 2 today. Now the Goldeyes have Nate Sampson at first base, and Kilcrease has not faced Amos Ramon. Amos a single and an RBI double today, looking for something to advance. Nate Sampson, first pitch. The fastball that's high, ball 1. Maybe get himself aboard and see if the Goldeyes can tie it or take the lead in the bottom of this 7th. 1 ball, no strikes. Amos hitting .281. The 1-0 is a breaking ball that's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. For Kilcrease, not a very large individual, 5'6", 170, but has a little bit of velo and a good breaking ball. We saw that last night. 1-1. Breaking ball swung on, looped out toward left field. Sosnowski coming in, and he'll make the catch for the 2nd out. And the batter now is Phelan Lentini. And Lentini 2 for 3 today. Kilcrease is from Phoenix City, Alabama. And he makes his 5th appearance, all out of the bullpen. 1-0 with a 2.08 ERA. 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Opposition batting .313 against him, though. And a throw goes over to first base, and Sampson dives back in safely. 2 away here in the 7th. Fargo leads it 4-3. 5,478 are here. And the pitch is high. First offering, ball 1. One ball, no strike. The 1-0 is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes. To Phelan Lentini. And the pitch. Swung on, wrapped left side. That's going to get through. And Lentini has his 3rd hit of the afternoon. And there's Goldeyes at first and second for Nick Lyles. And Lyles will step in from the right-hand side. And Lyles here today is 0 for 3. He's grounded out, flown out, and popped out. And 3 for 21 on the homestand. First pitch. Breaking ball drops in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Lyles batting .222. 2 out, 2 on. The 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and fouls the plate. 0-2. No homers, 3 driven in for Lyles. And Kilcrease comes set. 0-2. Breaking ball hit out to left field. Back goes Sosnowski, drifting back, and he'll make the catch for the final out here in the bottom of 7. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. We'll go to the 8th. 4-3, Fargo in front on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Discover la francophonie in Manitoba.
L'Arbre-Crie, Île-des-Chênes, Sainte-Rose-du-Lac, Notre-Dame-de-Lourdes, Saint-Pierre-Joli, Saint-Boniface, and way much more.
In our friendly province, we are fortunate. French is everywhere and has lots to offer. Open your mind, add a French twist to your life, and enjoy the richness of another beautiful culture right here in Manitoba.
Venez voir. Vous serez surpris. Surpris. Venez voir.
Buying or
or selling your home is one of the most important financial decisions you'll ever make. Realtors know the market, understand the strategy, and will negotiate in your best interests. Plus, Goldeyes fans, pick up a copy of the Real Estate News and search for Goldie for your chance to win great prizes with our In the Hood promotion. Remember, the Real Estate News is available in print, online, or mobile. Either way, it's in your hands.
WinnipegRealEstateNews.com. Welcome to Rogers Tech Talk.
Raj, everyone in my family has a separate wireless plan. Is there an easier, less expensive way?
Sure is. Switch your family to Rogers for the Save Together discount. You get a $5 discount for each wireless device on your account.
We'd save a bundle.
And to be closer as a family.
And save a bundle.
And save a bundle. Switch your whole family and save up to $25 a month with Rogers Save Together discount on select plans. Conditions apply.
Start saving today with Rogers on the network with province-wide coverage.
This is Winnipeg Goldeyes Baseball on your home of the Goldeyes. TSN 1290, TSN1290.ca.
While we go to the 8th inning, third pitcher of the afternoon for Winnipeg is Kaohi Downing. And he'll replace Chris Kissick. And this pitching change is brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. Dionis Caesar to lead it off. Switch hitter will bat from the left side against the righty in Downing. Fargo leads this one by a score of 4-3. As we go to inning number 8. And Downing comes set. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Caesar today is 0 for 3. Kissick, 1 inning, 1 hit, 2 runs, neither are earned. No walks, no strikeouts, and a wild pitch. And the pitch is low, and it scoots between the legs of Luis Allen back to the screen, 1-1. And Kissick is on the hook for the loss here. In an inning where the Goldeyes made an error, and it cost them 2 runs. 1-1. Swung on, high chopper out towards second. Coming in is Lyles, and he makes the pickup. And then on the transfer, has the ball get by his throwing hand. And can't make a throw to first base, and the Goldeyes will make another error. It'll be E4. And here's Ronnie Borkman.
Now back to the third baseman, number 25.
And Borkman 1 for 2 with a walk. They're going to score that a hit. They're going to score that a hit. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1. I was wondering why some were looking up from the dugout with that look of bewilderment. The pitch. Little excuse me swing, bounced out toward third. Up with it is Amos, and he'll throw across to get the out. And there'll be 1 down. And the runner advances to second. Here's Todd Jennings, who's 2 for 3 today. Well, Kaohi Downing will come into the baseball game. And he makes his 6th appearance. No record, no ERA. 2 2/3 innings. No hits, no earned runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Opposition with a 0 batting average against him. Yeah, they called that a hit for Caesar. And Downing comes set. First pitch is inside, ball 1 to Todd Jennings, who's had a heck of a start. He's 2 for 3 here today. 5 for 8 in the series and batting .367. 1-0. Swung on, lifted out toward right field. Mazzola tracking toward the corner. Now hurrying, reaching, making the catch for the second out. And he does so right on the line. Tagging and moving from second to third is Caesar and Buddy Sosnowski, the batter.
The left fielder, number 17, Buddy Sosnowski.
And Sosnowski will step in from the left-hand side, facing the right-hander from Honolulu, Hawaii. Cahoe, 27 years old. Sosnowski has flown out to left twice and to center field once. We're in the 8th inning, 4-3, Fargo in front. First pitch, swung on, chopper out toward first, fielded there by Arthur. He'll make the unassisted play, and the inning comes to an end. No runs, a hit, and one left. We'll go to the bottom of 8, Fargo. 4-3 leaders over Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Cheers to the NSA slow pitch team whose uniforms are not uniform at all. Cheers to the times where more prep goes into playing after the game than playing in it. Cheers to the team who carries the cooler to the bench first and then maybe goes back to the van for the bats, balls, and gloves. Cheers from the Bud family, Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Light Lime. Proud sponsors of your Winnipeg Goldeyes and every NSA slow pitch team in Winnipeg. Go get 'em.
Right now, you don't care that money problems can happen to anyone. You don't want to hear people telling you they understand what you're going through. You don't want words. You want a way forward, out of your debt, so your creditors stop calling. LC Taylor is your debt rescue, helping you build a plan to climb back onto solid financial ground. You can do it. You just need a helping hand. So take ours. LC Taylor, Trustees in Bankruptcy. Your way forward. At lctaylor.com.
Hi, I'm Denny from Denny's Whole Hog Barbecue.
And I'm quarterback Buck Pierce.
Hey guys, I'm having a big event and looking for a way to feed my group.
Call Denny's Whole Hog Barbecue.
We're looking after you with a full catering service or do-it-yourself hog roast with succulent pork, tender beef, turkey, chicken, pork ribs, and more. No group is too big or too small. Plus, you can keep the leftovers. We'll even pack it up for you.
Can't wait.
Visit Danny'sWholeHog.com or call 344-5675.
And we'll bring the flavor.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning as we welcome you back. Fargo leads at 4-3. And Leonard Davis, the batter. And they're going to change that base hit to an error, I think, on Caesar. First pitch is on the outside edge for a strike. Leonard Davis, Josh Mazzola, and Casey Arthur. 3-4-5. You'd like to see a Goldeye get one up in that jet stream today and go out to right field. The first home run went to left here, but Casey Arthur hit that into the wind. And a bouncer off the plate, right side foul, and it's quickly 2 strikes on Leonard Davis, who was 0 for 3 today. Nothing and 2. The pitch. He is down and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Davis has grounded out to second twice and rolled over one another time to first base. 4-3 Fargo, bottom of 8. Let's have a look at Goldeyes this week for Boston Pizza. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and actually that's the 1-2. And that is it for Leonard Davis as Nathan Kilcrease works into his second inning. And he picks up a strikeout here, and the batter is Josh Mazzola. And Mazzola will step up and in. He's extended a hitting streak to 12 straight. First pitch is a fastball high and away, ball 1. Mazzola's the kind of guy that could go the other way and drive one over the fence in right. 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled to the plate, and that went off our home plate umpire, Brian Krebs. And he felt that one. And that's going to be off the leg or foot, you can just tell. You know, they do have shin guards. And they do have special shoes they wear when they're working the dish for the tops of the feet. But sometimes it doesn't matter how much equipment you have on, that ball will find the spot that isn't covered. And the old relationship between catcher and umpire. Todd Jennings went out to have a little chat with the pitcher to buy a little bit more time for Brian Krebs to dislodge that stinger. 1-2 to Mazzola. Here we go again. The pitch. Breaking ball. Popped up. Shallow center. And there is Caesar. He'll make the catch. And there's 2 away. And Casey Arthur, the batter. He's homered. And is 1 for 3 today. Goldeyes this week for Boston Pizza. Boston Pizza here to make you happy. Goldeyes head on the road tomorrow morning for 7. 4 in Sioux Falls, 3 in Fargo. First pitch is in there for a strike. Nothing and 1. Pitch. Swung on and fouled back. That might get out of play, and it does. Into the seats behind the Fargo dugout. Nothing and 2 to Arthur, who, as the Goldeyes have a right-hander warming the bullpen. He and Patrick Keating hit a home run with 2 strikes on him the last time he was up in the 6th. That was off a right-hander as well. 0-2 pitch is just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Arthur got fooled on that. And Nathan Gilcrease, a couple of strikeouts here, and the Goldeyes go in order in the bottom of 8. We'll go to the 9th, 4-3 Fargo, Goldeyes Radio Network.
Support your own. The Goldeyes and Fort Garry Brewing. Located right here in Winnipeg, Fort Garry Brewing is Manitoba's #1 brewery, crafting a full spectrum of delicious beers and ales, including the award-winning Fort Garry Dark, fan favorite Fort Garry Pale, and team-inspired Angry Fish Pilsner. All are available at Shaw Park. So cheer on the home team. Fort Garry Brewing, Manitoba made, Manitoba's own.
Got all your bases covered? With Manitoba Blue Cross, you do. They provide peace of mind for you and your family, no matter what the situation. Planning on taking a little family trip? Make sure to get travel coverage from Blue Cross. Looking for more benefits for your employees? Look no further than Blue Cross. They also handle individual life insurance. It's a real triple play.
Contact your insurance broker or visit nb.bluecross.ca.
Manitoba Blue Cross, color of caring.
I'll take a nip. And don't you forget those grilled onions.
You know what I love? Breakfast all day. Bring on the Sal's Hearty Breakfast.
I love seeing what's new. Barbecue, chicken nip, yes please.
Salisbury House, a Winnipeg tradition for more than 8 decades. From all-day breakfast, traditional dinners, and classic nips made with 100% Manitoba beef, to salads, wraps, and more. And who could forget wafer pie and red velvet cake for dessert? It's all available all the time. Salisbury House, your food, your way.
Live, loud, and loving every minute of Goldeyes action. This is TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
We go to inning number 9. Fargo leads it by a score of 4-3. A 2-run 7th is the difference for the RedHawks as they look to sweep the Goldeyes this weekend. Penpraise, Garcia, and Jackson against Kauhi Downing.
Hey, Dorothy!
And Penpraise 1 for 4 today. First pitch is, I guess, low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And Downing comes set, working into his second inning, the 1-0. Swung on and a comebacker over the mound, back up the middle, picked up by Sampson. Nice play on a bad hop. He stayed with it, and in behind second, makes a real good transfer and a throw to first to get Penpraise for out number 1.
The designated hitter number 13.
And Jose Garcia is the batter. And Garcia will step in from the right side. And the first pitch Showed bunt pulled back, took a breaking ball inside. Ball one. Back on the air tomorrow, 6:30 pregame, 7:05 first pitch, TSN 1290. Then right across the network on Tuesday night again at 6:30 for Game 2 against Sioux Falls in a 4-game series, the 1-0. Swung on, grounder out toward first. Up with it, along the line is Harther. He'll make the unassisted play. 2 down for Nick Jackson. 2 away here. We look ahead to the bottom of 9 for Winnipeg. Scoma, the DH, Allen, and Nate Sampson. 6, 7, and 8. And double barrel action in the bullpen there for Fargo. The right-hander Chase Johnson and the lefty Joe Harris. And Nick Jackson. 0 for 3 with a walk and an RBI. And now here comes Rick Forney, and he's probably going to want the left-hander who's been throwing in the bullpen for Winnipeg in Brendan Lafferty to come in to face Jackson. Or is this just about strategy here? Everybody from the infield has come in. People had a good time today. Really good crowd. Almost 5,500 here today. And funny because everybody's trying to sit in the sunlight today as opposed to a regular Sunday when we get a little further along when everybody's seeking the shaded parts of the ballpark. And Downing will be coming out, and they're going to go to the lefty in Lafferty. So we'll step aside for 60 on the call to the bullpen. 4-3 Fargo, 2 out. Nobody on. Nick Jackson will face Lafferty when we step back on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
TSN 1290. We talk more Jets.
How much better would his stats be if he had better defensemen in front of him?
Yeah, I am Superman, and this is the time.
More NHL.
It hasn't translated into success year after year in those markets because the model, the business model.
The players that got them the cups.
More Major League Baseball.
They want to protect the guy's arm so that he's a pitcher for them for the next 10 years.
Who's saying he's going to be there for 10 years?
Barry freaking Zito. Much maligned, left for dead, beaten down Barry Zito.
And more Bombers.
The structure of the coaching staff and management of the team should look significantly different next year.
They're going to add coaches.
Sports, and more sports.
As a fan, I'd never boo. I would boo maybe a lack of effort.
That's a lot of change. That's progress.
We're about all sports, all the time. All the time. TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Brendan Lafferty will enter the baseball game as the 4th pitcher of the afternoon for Winnipeg. And that's it for He Downing 1 2/3 innings, no hits, no runs, nobody aboard, no walks, and no strikeouts. He was perfect. But the Goldeyes want the matchup lefty-lefty against Nick Jackson, who today is 0 for 3 with a walk and an RBI. As the Goldeyes walked him with the bases loaded in the 5th to give up a run. And this pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. And Lafferty will face Jackson, who's hitting 197. And Brendan, a tall left-hander from California, makes his 10th appearance. No record, no ERA. 7 2/3 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. Opposition batting .091 against him. 4-3 Fargo in front. 2 out, nobody on. And here we go. First pitch is right down the chute for a strike. 0-1. Nick Jackson, a home run and 14 driven in. The 0-1. Breaking ball down and away, and it's a ball and a strike. Looking ahead for Winnipeg again to the bottom of 9. Scoma, the DH, Allen and Sampson, the scheduled hitters. 6, 7, and 8. Anybody gets on, Avis Ramon would follow. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the pitch, breaking ball, hit to right center. On the run goes Lentini, and he will make the catch and crash into the wall. What a grab by Lentini, a basket grab on the warning track, and then crashes into the wall, and then gets back up off his wallet. A fantastic catch in right center by Lentini on the run to rob Nick Jackson of extra bases. 1, 2, 3 in order. The RedHawks go down. We'll see as we go to the down part of number 9 if the Goldeyes can come back and score twice to win it. They trail 4-3. We'll see if they get some momentum as well from that Lentini catch when we come back. Make sure you do. Last chance for Winnipeg upon our return on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
I'm Larry McIntosh. Did you know that Peak of the Market vegetables are grown in Manitoba? Well, they are. 100% Manitoba grown with no exceptions. Peak of the Market's Manitoba family farms are all located within 100 miles of Winnipeg. Peak of the Market, always local and proud of it.
Very best from Manitoba, it's Peak of the Market.
Wow. We're finally doing it. Building our dream home.
I never thought we'd be able to afford it.
Well, we did some good saving, and SCU did the rest.
Sweet. Can this be my room?
This will be the kitchen, bud.
Perfect.
Whether you're fixing, building, or buying, feel comfortable in a mortgage from Steinbach Credit Union. Ready to build? SCU is there with builder mortgages, great rates, and flexible terms. Talk to SCU today. After all, we're taking care of the world's most important mortgage, yours.
While there's no known cure for ALS, there is hope. The ALS Society of Manitoba supports families affected by ALS. Our Client Services Coordinator works with your family to determine your needs, and the Brummett Feesby ALS House provides 24-hour care designed to specifically meet the needs of people living with ALS. Because hope is important in the lives of those affected by ALS. The ALS Society of Manitoba. We help our people every way we can. Visit alsmb.ca.
Bottom of the ninth inning, Fargo leading 4-3. They're 3 outs away from sweeping Winnipeg this weekend. Ryan Skoma, Luis Allen, Nate Sampson. And the new pitcher is Joe Harris, the lefty. Fourth pitcher of the afternoon for Fargo, and he's in to face Ryan Skoma for sure. And go lefty-lefty here. Skoma is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Harris will come set. The first pitch is low, ball 1. Nathan Kilcrease, 1 2/3 innings. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Pitching change brought to you by Johnson Waste Management, 452-0909. The 1-0 is on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-1. For Joe Harris, 6'3", 195 from Douglasville, Pennsylvania. To see him for the second time in the series. The 1-1 is swung on and looped back into shallow center, and that will drop for a base hit. Skoma, a big turn at first. Now a throw back to first, and Skoma will dive back into the bag safely as the ball came in from center field. He'll get a bloop single out of that. And his second hit of the afternoon, and here comes Doug Simonuk. The leadoff man is aboard, and Luis Allen will be the batter. And he'll face a right-hander, likely in Chase Johnson, as Doug Simonuk points to the bullpen halfway out to the mound, and that's indeed what will happen. Just think about this, though. The Goldeyes have to stay out of the double play, and as we've talked about, Luis Allen does have a propensity for banging in to twin killings. Back in 60 on another call, the bullpen. 4-3 Fargo, leadoff man aboard in the ninth. Here for Winnipeg on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Follow the passion that is sports for football.
The Baltimore Ravens have led wire to wire and won Super Bowl 47, 34-31.
For hockey.
Rebound is there. Missing a wide open goal is Sagan. Another chance. Pavlik down. Hangs on. Acrobatic stop by Andre Pavlik.
This This is your home for complete sports coverage.
The 2-2, and it's strike three pulled. He threw a fastball, throws Cabrera, and the Giants have won the World Series.
Sports, and more sports.
They didn't give it any time to work out.
They were not on the same page.
18 years of heartache are over.
Nothing but sports.
Touchdown!
Scores!
We're about all sports, all the time.
You're a man. Be a man.
TSN 1290. TSN1290.ca.
Well, we're at the bottom of the ninth inning. And Chase Johnson called on to try to close this one down for Fargo, as he did in Game 2 of the doubleheader sweep last night. And he is the fifth pitcher of the afternoon for Fargo. 4-3, they lead it. And Luis Allen will step up and in against Chase Johnson. Joe Harris, one batter, one hit. Pitching change for Johnson Waste Management, 4520909. And Luis Allen, 1 for 3 today to face Johnson, a right-hander. And for Chase Johnson, 6'4", 220 from Avondale, Arizona. And we see him for the second time in the series. His 8th appearance of the year, no record, and a 4.77 ERA. And Johnson will come set for his pitch, and Luis is going to bunt, and he pulled back as that pitch missed high, ball one. Skoma is over at first. He runs well. He did have a groin pull that wasn't that serious, but it did labor him a little bit. If you're wondering, Luis Allen has hit into 3 double plays this year. The team leader is Phelan Lentini with 4. And the bunt is laid down the first base line. Nicely picked up there by the first baseman, Brockhold. He throws to first base to get Allen, with Caesar covering the second baseman. And it's a sacrifice that's perfectly executed that goes 3-4-1 down for Nate Sampson now. And now we're going to have Tim Smith, a left-handed batter, come off the bench to pinch hit for Sampson. And Tim Smith gives you a chance with one swing to win this baseball game in this 9th inning. And the wind is blowing favorably out to right, and you're facing a right-hander. So here we go. Tim Smith off the bench, and now Chase Johnson will step off. And look, Ryan Skoma back to second base. Now the first pitch is outside, ball one. It got partially away from Jennings, but it stayed in that cutout circle at home plate. And no advance from Skoma. One ball, no strikes on Tim Smith. And Tim did not start the game, the 1-0. Swung on, ground ball right side, off the bag comes Brackhold. He's going to field that and underhanded to Chase Johnson for the second out. So the Goldeyes are down to their final out. Skoma advances to third, and Amos Ramon, the batter. And Amos will step in from the right side. He is 2 for 3 today. And Amos Ramon will step in. Last hope for Winnipeg. 4-3 Fargo.
Hey, Jennings, don't forget that last pass ball, bud.
And Johnson comes set. First pitch is low, ball one. Now the Goldeyes have scored on a wild pitch already today. And a runner at third with 2 away. They would love something to get away from Jennings. The 1-0 is high. 2 balls and no strikes. Amos, a home run and 7 driven in this year. He's hitting .281. Again, 2 for 3 today with an RBI double. Johnson comes set. The 2-0 pitch is high. 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes.
Come on, me! Throw the heat! I think bigger arms on chickens at Safeway.
And Johnson comes set in the 3-0. In on the corner for a strike. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back over our heads and over the screen. And the Goldeyes are down to their final strike here on the afternoon. 3 balls, 2 strikes. To Amos Ramon. And Johnson will come set. 3-2 is a bouncer in the dirt. And it will be ball 4. And the ball got partially away from Todd Jennings. And Amos will draw a walk. And that should be somewhere around his team leading 12. And it is. And there's runners on the corners for Phelan Lentini, who is 3 for 4 today. So the RedHawks walked their first of the afternoon here in the 9th. 4-3 they lead it. The Goldeyes are looking for 1 solid single right now. Johnson comes set, first pitch is inside, ball 1. And now Steve Montgomery will call time and trot out to have a chat, as the pitching coach will want to settle things down with Chase Johnson here. Now the Goldeyes yesterday, remember they had 2 on in the 7th and ended up stranding a base runner after getting 1 in and leaving the tying run when the game ended through 7 at second base. Well, the tying run is at third here today, and we're in the bottom of the 9th inning. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Good fastball at 91 of the gun. 1 ball and 1 strike. Johnson comes set, the pitch. Swung on and fouled back, and again the Goldeyes are down to their final strike of the afternoon. At some point, you know, if you keep getting to this scenario, that you're going to deliver on it. Will that be today or another day? 1-2, the pitch. Swung on, and that is guided down the right field line and into the seats, foul. And Lentini wastes 1 there. Skoma back to third base. Amos back to check up at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2. Ramon with a pretty decent lead off of first base. Johnson comes set, the pitch. Swung on, ground ball out towards short. Up with it is Penpraise. Now a race to the bag at second. He'll win that. And the Goldeyes get swept here this weekend by the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks. And a real disappointing homestand here for the Goldeyes that started so well. For Winnipeg, no runs. 1 hit, 2 left. Final score, Fargo 4, Winnipeg 3, and the Goldeyes finish the homestand at 2-4. Totals of the postgame are coming up next after these on the Goldeyes Radio Network.
Cambrian Credit Union members will never say things like,
I just love paying service fees.
My high mortgage rate is amazing.
Of course I'll pay $1.50 to use